player, uh, this place is located uh, a little ways east of the Kingdom of Alberna. Um, so you know where that is.
Is it fixed now? Mono?
And the Cranian Empire is responsible
If
for
not, then I'm not going to
inventing
do
the
that again.
calendar that is in general use in,
But literally on stream,
much of the civilized world
I
that
set
you
it to
visited.
mono. Because apparently it wasn't dead.
Their currency is common the world over. Just in general, they're a significant presence. You know that Dex was a wizard, or is a wizard
Jesus,
in the
dog.
employ of the Cranian Empire. He works directly for the royal family, and this whole expedition was his idea. You know, Captain Van was essentially a consultant for the Empire. Most of the people, most of the major players um, in the commission were some way or another connected to the Empire, and as far as the main leading body go around
dog.
here, they were pretty highly connected. Anything else you'd like to know about that area of the world?
Not really.
Okay.
We're just going for a general reading, understanding the people that I am currently working for. So.
Yeah, it's very much a to go perfectly meta with it. It's very much a heroic high fantasy sort of empire. So these are the top people from this heroic high fantasy empire sent out into the weird wilds to go solve this magic thing. They are, I mean, technically they are getting paid. Some people would say it's underfunded. Perhaps while Dex is on leave, he can arrange for better funds to happen. That's sort of the hope. But you know, this is really the first time there's been an organized push into the Redshift zone in 1,000 years. So a lot of people weren't sure it would work at all. The fact that you guys have survived this long and are making progress is making a pretty good case for yourselves. Yeah, okay. Go ahead and give yourself one of the mental D4s. So just write that down, that you've got a D4. You can add it to any intelligence, wisdom, or charisma before you make the roll.
Okay, got it.
Cool. Zamar, finally, what have you been up to in the past little while?
I guess during the time I've been inactive, I've been feeling the urge to switch things up a bit, so I would have been spending time in the barracks practicing with a variety of different weapons, trying to find something else that might fit. Or,
keep it fresh.
Yeah, you know, feel right.
So because I'm streaming to you guys, you get to know Halvis Taver's secrets.
Go ahead and give yourself one of the
that
physical
to all of you.
And
to
is
players
this going to translate
watching this,
in you wanting to
player
pick out a new weapon?
Yeah, I was looking at the list while you were going over the rest.
What are you thinking?
Stuff. I was okay. Well, really quick. I know because you redid the currency a while ago.
So I put everything that you should have had as marks into the final field on your inventory, which is marks of credit.
Is it still 1-to-1 with like gold?
It is 1-to-1 with gold. Yeah, I'm considering upgrading it so that it's 1-to-1 with silver, because we've been doing a lot of decimals lately, and that's kind of annoying. But for now, it's gold. Do keep in mind, though, that Smithy only currently has the resources to make anything that costs 10 gold or less. Fuck. Right. What did you want?
I was looking at the glaive. That's 20. So.
Oh, I gotcha. Well,
hold on.
Somebody bugged the gang to get Smithy an upgrade.
Well, provided I don't get annihilated, I'll probably put a little money towards
How
an
much
extra
gold
bit.
does this expedition here have combined? We could significantly put a dent in it right now before we leave.
Oh yeah, I think you guys might need to talk to like everybody and figure out who the hell has money and just start pooling it. Pick something.
I still have 72. On
Yeah,
me,
you've
'cause
got
I
a
haven't
lot.
spent any.
Yeah, you like a lot of you guys have a lot of money. You guys have not been dunking it, and
Well, at the beginning we
should.
couldn't spend it too,
Right.
with the little that we had in the first
Right, exactly.
place.
So that's all fine. But I think let's get into the game proper, and we can figure if you guys get paid a little bit after this mission and other stuff.
All right. So briefly, I just want to tell you what Arneas' list of.
Oh
stuff
yeah,
was
yeah,
at
I
the
totally forgot.
General
I'm
store.
sorry.
So she picked up 3 bells.
Okay.
A fishing tackle,
Got it.
which I assume has like string, hooks, lures.
I would assume so.
A pole, maybe
10-foot pole.
10-foot pole.
Is that? I mean, that's the one in the book.
That's the one in the book.
Those are
I don't know if
ridiculous.
that's part of the fishing tackle or not.
Have you guys
I
ever
didn't read
seen
that
a
description.
10-foot pole?
Oh, in the fishing tackle.
Like, I mean,
does it
actually seen a
say that?
10-foot
I think
pole.
that's one of those things that it just assumes.
10 feet is a
No,
lot.
it does say it. A
Think
wooden
about, like,
rod,
two
silken
humans,
line, corkwood bobbers,
10,
steel
like,
hooks,
okay.
lead screws,
Yeah,
velvet lures,
two
and narrow
humans
netting.
standing
That's
on
a lot
one
of shit.
top of each other.
It is.
That's
It's
10
4
foot
pounds
pole.
of stuff, but
Yeah.
that's nothing to me at
Yeah.
all.
Okay.
A 10-foot
Great.
pole isn't exactly heavy,
And,
it's just unwieldy.
Just one
Just
ration.
Good plan.
To bump my number of rations back into 5. So that would be 1.5 marks. Then, yeah, that's it.
Oh,
The
and
rest of the stuff is-
one thing I will say is, it's getting later in the year, and thanks to the fact that we now have a supplier, I'm going to do a sneaky thing and say that perhaps the weather will not always remain so pleasant while you guys are exploring. And I will inform you that tents are recommended unless you like getting exhaustion.
that one.
Aha! Fantastic.
Good as far as cold weather goes.
Rain and snow, though, still unpleasant.
Rain and snow, still unpleasant.
Yeah.
So, yes, tents are nice. But
Tents are nice. They're 2 gold apiece, 20 pounds. They seat 2 people. So, you guys may want to figure out how to carry some of those.
I mean, we'll just, I assume outside of this game as a group, just be like, we bought like 4 tents, or 3 tents.
Yeah, I know the other guys, the last week's group bought 2 tents themselves. But also Nimbus and Naya and Montlarin also
they're using
departed.
theirs.
So
Yeah.
I assume they're using them.
Yeah. So we'll get
party
like
spots
2 or
with
3
violence,
more
really.
eventually.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Hmm.
If any of you guys want to do that now, it would be a good idea.
What, buy tents?
Yeah, I'm looking right now. Isn't there like a smaller tent?
Not in the book, unfortunately.
There's no like elven.
There
tent
are
or
also
something
larger
like that?
tents, but also not in the book.
Yeah.
Did they seriously take the elven tent out of it?
Well, I mean,
It's a hammock that's tented. I'm assuming it's lighter.
okay.
Or at least that's what it was in freaking 3.5. I don't I don't know if they have it here.
I'm sorry we're not playing Eve the tabletop game.
Oh jeez. I didn't
No, it's
say
okay.
that,
I've never
DM.
played it. I'm just memeing.
I totally get it.
Mercutio's got the standard tent. I don't know. Maybe we could get something better if we get some upgrades going. But
Yeah.
you're gonna need to be splitting this weight somehow between you guys anyway. So
I'm a gnome.
I figure it doesn't much different.
I can't carry
Yeah.
shit.
I'm not expecting you to carry it.
Oh no, I'm actually just saying that out loud while we're talking
Yeah.
about tents. I'm a gnome.
Would I even fit in a tent?
Yeah, you're fine. It's 2-person. You sleep with the gnome.
I'm 7 feet tall.
Yeah, sleep
I'm
with the
7 and a
gnome.
half.
I'm
Just
2.
curl up around the gnome.
It's good. I'm a short gnome. I'm literally like 2 feet tall. It's okay.
Yeah.
So you could just sleep standing up in the tent too. You're fine.
Yeah.
We don't
He's perfectly.
we don't sleep like horses.
What we have here is a comfortable teddy bear situation.
Yes. Except I might steal your stuff.
I can just steal it right back, so we're good.
Okay. Well, I mean, you might know it's not you might think it's me, but it might not be me. I mean, I've recently been introduced to this guy named Thing.
Right, we've got a good bunch of chaotic neutrals in this party.
What are you talking
Everybody
about? Chaotic
knows.
neutral?
What? I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm not chaotic.
I know you're not. Don't worry about it.
I am
I
neutral.
wasn't talking about you.
I'm very neutral. It's so very neutral.
Well, while you guys think about tents, do we also want to think about what kind of quest?
All
we're
I
going
am
on
is
today?
neutral. Totally.
Yes.
I'm neutral, right, guys?
Okay, so let me tell you a little bit about the situation in Fort Maricus. It's been kind of chaotic.
Well, I assume since
as-
like, the town showed up, it's been.
Yeah, there's been a lot of flurry, but also because they're currently working on 2 possible locations to put a new obelisk. As you all know, the primary goal of the Redshift Expeditionary Commission is to get to that damn tower. And the way they're going to do that is by slowly
how much a basket
making
holds.
forward camps, using more towers, so that they can slowly spread more progress forward. Fort Maricus will, of course, be the permanent launching base and the easiest to defend if necessary, and the one with the most powerful obelisk, and of course the basis of the brigadier and everybody else. But smaller forward camps are intended to go as offshoots. How much does a basket hold? You can find that on page 153 of your player's handbook. And it's 2 cubic feet or 40 pounds of gear.
I'm buying a basket. It's my
okay.
tent.
If you insist.
I can put it on my back. It weighs 2 pounds. It's my tent.
If you insist.
Hell yes. Sorry, guys.
I literally can't stop you from doing this. So.
Well,
But it also.
you can.
Costs...
You can tell me that it won't help me exhaustion-wise. You can stop me.
But I mean, maybe it won't. If you were to, for example, wrap yourself properly in a bedroll, though, and then sit under it, it would at the very least protect you from like most rain. Unless the rain became like actually significant, then it might seep through. So this is a risk. I might have you make an easier Constitution saving throw in that situation. We'll find out what happened.
I like the sound of that. I like to live dangerously.
The danger is part of the excitement.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I could throw a cloak over it and use my rabbit pelts.
Back to the subject at hand. There are 2 possible locations. Now, the first one is currently a work in progress with the Brigadier. She is going to meet with this Dryad, who has expressed apparently an interest in cooperating with the Commission, and was receptive to the idea of placing an obelisk in her territory. So that may be a point of expansion. Another possible point of expansion is and Captain Van can tell you about this a little bit, is what seems to be a somewhat intact ruined keep to the northeast. On the map that the Commission has uncovered so far is a mountain just east-northeast of Fort Maricus, and in the foothills at the base of that mountain is this ruin. It has not yet been explored, so the current intention of the Commission is to explore it and figure out if it's a good spot to go. So figure out what's in there, make sure it's safe, see if it's suitable to like fitting a few dozen, like maybe 50 people as a campsite, and a place to build up within. So that's one thing that's ongoing. A few other events that have been occurring are, you all may have been aware that there were some happenings in the southern forest. Nimbus has taken a party down there this week, to go revisit that dreaded place, Alvis and Zamar, that you guys had a great time in the other day.
Oh, they went back.
Yeah.
Nimbus decided to go back. Yes, he
Why?
did. It's a mystery to most people except him.
Whatever.
I'm sure you can ask him when he gets back. There were also some wolves in the southern forest. That pair of expeditionists, the lizard and the elf, Shashret and Faliel, they basically went in and cleaned the crap out of them. So they are no longer a problem. Additionally, those goblins that Zamar, I believe you were present for interacting with them.
When we went to go meet with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me, Nimbus,
so
and Naya.
there has been some productive movement in just making friendly relations with these goblins. That was kind of Nimbus's suggestion when you all got back from that interaction, and the cleric, Angela, she has been going back and forth there for the past couple of weeks. She does in fact speak Goblin and has been conversing with them a little bit.
Cool.
Van and some of the others are very interested to find out how these goblins have been avoiding the effects of the Redshift. This is probably a slow process.
That there so I can remember.
Getting their friendship. Based on what you've heard, they seem to not be great fans of civilized folk like yourselves. It sort of sounds like they came to the Redshift zone on purpose because nobody else was here. But if any of you had talked to Angela when she's been around the fort, she seems optimistic about the whole thing and she thinks it's going well. Were you to there's kind of been a general memo that were you to meet any goblins out in the wilds, you should
not kill them.
Try to treat them in a friendly way. Expect them, be wary, but don't expect them to attack you, and don't bother them if you see them.
Neat.
That's kind of the deal. One more thing that's been happening. Aside from the fact that there's also now a very orange, very fast, and often sugar high fairy dragon flying around Fort Americus 24/7 like that's a cat.
As long as it stays away from Keen, I'm okay. We already had one cat issue.
Oh yeah. That guy with the cage on his belt who does the explosives, Ainsworth, he had gone to that Twisted Manor to the northeast, in the place called Loparo, and he was leading a group to do some excavation deeper into that manor. They did in fact find some deeper levels to that place.
Was this
it seemed like it had been twisted down and down and down into the earth.
This
didn't we see him doing
guarded
this?
keep, right? This was the...
No, this was the Loparo Manor, the site of Bethlaren's death.
Yeah. Didn't we see them prepping this while we were going to the keep with the skull in it?
I think you accompanied them on the way there.
Yeah, exactly. And then we heard the explosion and didn't actually go and
Yeah.
see it.
So so it's been a couple of weeks of work on their end to like dig deep enough and really excavate down there. Last week, their group, the group would have been Ainsworth himself, who was the lead, and like 4 other people.
Why can't I get it perfect?
3 of them came back. All 3 of them have not really spoken since they came back. They have been given a spot aside in the barracks where they've been kept private and alone, and occasionally seem to be suffering from significant nightmares for which Sariana's been giving them sleeping drops.
Yeah, I bet. I wonder what they saw.
They are not doing okay. That is the current news around Fort Maricus. You are free to pursue whatever you enjoy pursuing.
Is your quest board updated?
In fact, the reason I gave you all of that verbally was because I didn't have time to update it today.
That
I
is
apologize.
okay.
Yeah, I hear that. I was actually gonna ask if I could buy a steel mirror and a component pouch, and then we could do whatever the hell else. I need the component pouch, or else no spells.
All of your spells are material based?
Are you an arcane trickster? Okay.
What? What are you talking about? That's player knowledge.
It sure is
yeah.
player knowledge.
All of your spells are material based.
Well, yeah, that's because they're the best ones. My Find Familiar I've been keeping up, but
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's fine. You don't need to cast it. Also, you should hit the long rest button.
I wasn't gonna do it until you told me, but yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Everybody who hasn't done it yet, please do it once.
I don't remember if I did, but
if all your stuff is full already, then you're fine.
I have nothing that I have one thing that empties that's refilled on a short or long rest. So
Cool. Okay.
Sorry, 2 things because I have hit die, but that's better.
So yeah, I did make an exception on the merchant ruling for the component pouch, because it's not one object; it's a series of objects that presumably would be less than 25 gold each. So it is reasonable that you could buy a component pouch. That's 25 GP. What do you need the mirror for? Or is that just something you want?
I want the mirror.
You have a mirror as part of your thieves' tools.
I did not know I had a mirror as part of my thieves' tools. Never mind then. No, I wanted the steel mirror because of a quick thought I just had while watching.
Hey, look at that.
A couple of older movies, and if I'm gonna be moving around and scouting the way that I often do, ahead of people and all that other BS, it would be nice to have a mirror to look around corners and be like, "Hey, I have a mirror. I'm looking around this corner here."
Sounds wonderful. Okay.
But
it sounds like something that's already in your thieves' tools.
Yeah, if it's already in my thieves' tools, then there you go.
Look at that. I pinged it in the chat for you.
Yeah, I just saw it. Yeah, just saw it. Thanks for saving me, what, 5, 7 gold?
No problem. Yeah, you can go ahead and drop, it costs 25 for that component pouch. Do you have enough?
Yeah, I had 47, so now I have, 22.
Oh, okay, you just dropped it. Okay.
I technically have 30 because I still have 8 solid gold pieces. Just
for
the team to know.
The Mercutio won't take the gold though around here because that's no good. You got to send it back to the Empire if you want to use it here. Although you guys have already found uses for gold elsewhere occasionally, so it's not a bad idea to keep a couple pieces of it.
Right.
Okay, yeah, you're all set then. All right. Any thoughts?
Can I go ahead and grab a tent for myself. Actually.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. It'll be for 2 people, but I mean, hopefully you're willing to share.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I just wanted to let you know before I added it to my inventory.
Go right ahead.
Well, the most pressing thing would be the non-brigadier explored campsite for the new base.
Mm-hmm.
But
I was thinking the same thing.
can you also, at the same time,
Northeast, I
just
think?
bring up all of the other quest stuff? I know Soriana's looking for some things. I know.
Oh yes.
We got those
yeah, there
silica
is.
beans.
I know there's still a couple of problems going around with the. Well, Nimbus is going to look at the forest down south, and
Well,
Yeah, I
why
was
don't
about
I
to say,
just
what
show
about
you
those
guys
wolves?
the map directly? It'll be a little bit easier to talk about the things that are going.
okay.
So Soriana is in fact looking for a thing.
I didn't mean to do that, sorry.
She has suggested that it might be possible that the thing she needs is located in this general area, in these woods that were discovered.
Okay.
The ruined keep in question is up here, near this mountain. And the location that just for reference, the goblin hideout
tools.
that Angela has been visiting is over here across the river.
But yeah,
to
I
the
might
west.
not need those cartography tools. If we're
Nimbus
going
and
to a
his
place that
gang
I've already
are
been.
heading down south here. The Dryad lives all the way north up here, actually fairly close to that
Sorry,
that
you're missing
guarded
this.
keep
I'm missing
you
it
guys
too.
visited.
It sucks.
But fortunately, everybody who visited the Dryad was able to dodge any problems with that. And the Loparo Twisted Manor thing is located here.
So according to Jacob,
Yes.
yeah, there's more to that. I don't think I've ever been in that manor. I think passed by it a couple of times, but there wasn't anything in there that was.
You've never visited,
Oh,
actually?
that manor.
I've
Yeah,
never
I
been
suppose
inside.
that's right.
It's an accursed place.
If you want to talk to Jacob, you can.
And as a DM to player thing, remind me. I know it came up in chat. Whatever her name was, Tilda.
Yes.
She said go east of this place.
Oh yes. Yeah. She, by the group's recollection, who spoke to her, she kind of gave like a vague, somewhere to the east mention of where she lives inside the Redshift zone, and basically said like, yeah, I'd love for you to come visit. Hopefully we bump into each other again, and or I can tell you how to reach me. But then she kind of slipped away.
Never told us.
Before they could actually return to her for that conversation.
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, she does apparently have her own living location somewhere in this zone.
Fucking guy spams.
I think the base of the mountain is probably our it's probably the most helpful thing we can do.
I guess.
Mm-hmm.
There has been more discovered by what's his name in the mansion too.
Yeah, that's what I was just
Yeah,
considering.
yeah. I've
But-
been there.
You particularly don't seem to want to go back.
I
and-
almost died there.
After the stories I've heard, I'm not.
I'm also not too
Particularly-
keen to go back. I'll be
I'm,
honest.
I'm not.
But I was also thinking, what was the news with the tower with the diminutive tower, the one with the necromancer, maybe, where I stole these fine clothes. I kind of want to steal more of that guy's shit.
Oh, that was the fort.
That's that's all the way up here. So the situation there is
we might be able to prepare and dispose of that fucking skull if we do it now and leave with the intent of disposing of that skull. Don't we need like
you recall it requires holy water.
Yeah.
Which is 25 gold.
Shit.
Right?
I forgot about that.
Yeah, not available to you.
Do we have anybody holy on site?
No.
Unfortunately, Angela would be your only bet, and even then, the actual blessing of water to make it holy water is still an expensive process, and she's not able to do it.
Yeah, that skull is a party wiper. I want it gone. That's why.
It costs 25 gold either way you do it.
There's one other way to do it.
Yeah, it's like 25 gold's worth of powdered silver.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it was. I was about to say, isn't there one other way we could do it? And that's with like silver? Wait a minute.
It's 250 silver pieces.
How many silver pieces do we have? I have some silver.
But is it?
Yeah,
is it
well, the thing is,
silver
you don't literally sprinkle the silver onto the skull. You use the silver in a ceremony to bless the holy water. For the water to make it holy.
Damn.
To your knowledge, holy water is the only way to defeat one of those undead.
Damn it.
Like permanently get rid of the magic.
I guess an anti-magic thing would do it. Can Van give me a...
Just look at it for a little bit.
Well, not even look. Can I give Van like a special mirror or something and be like, here Van, look in the mirror. Oh. There, it's done. Nah.
That makes more beholders though.
That does. I mean, he's probably very careful about not thinking too hard about more beholders. It's kind of a tricky thing that. But no, he cannot charge up a mirror with anti-magic energy. That's not a function of him.
Yeah, no, I figured as much.
He also does not enjoy removing his anti-magic bauble inside the fort, because there are a lot of magic users in here, and it makes people upset when suddenly they feel very cold and alone.
Also, that big thing in the middle keeping out the redshift.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
Technically speaking, it is more akin to a sort of anti-magic itself, but it is still magical, and were it to be struck by anti-magic would probably stop it properly.
Oh no. Well then, yeah. I was just, for the same reason it was said in chat, that skull is a party wiper, and I kind of wanted it fucking gone with a passion. But
so yeah, the real situation there is that the commission is kind of in information gathering mode.
Yeah.
And trying to basically wait and see if they can encounter another group of those little fiery things.
Oh yeah.
Possibly encounter some more of the owner's minions, and figure out what's going on with it. They are reluctant to stage a full raid on the place again.
Yeah, it's probably possible now that I think about it, but
the fact that it's guarded.
Yeah, it's probably smarter to not to. I was just wondering if we could, if we wanted to, just put all the hate on it. But
I believe there have been one or two scouting parties sent out to there is one scout in the commission who, generally speaking, works alone. So she's ideal for these sort of missions.
Right.
And now that the southern forest has been made rather safe, and she's been kind of ranging close to the fort, but now that that's safe, she's taken more of an interest in dealing with this whole situation here.
Right. Yeah, if that's the case, then I agree. And then the base of that mountain sounds pretty interesting. Also, every way east over there into the forest, that other pink box. Yeah, those places seem the best.
Let's start with the most helpful to the camp, and then if there's time, if there's
We can make a triangle.
maybe make a triangle, but the player in me doubts that. Oh, you actually set these up in 10-mile hexes. Nice.
Oh yeah. Rather
6-mile hexes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's closer to the mountain than it is to
Oh gosh.
this place. So the mountain does also seem, like you said, I'm not going to argue, that seems like a little bit more useful as well.
Yeah, I mean, getting to that tower is the number one goal here, and that tower.
Which tile was the purple worm on? Was it this one? Was it
What?
like this?
Somewhere around there.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Don't worry about it.
What? What?
It was a set piece. Don't worry about it. We avoided it like the plague.
I mean, yeah. Here's a fucking purple worm.
Well, it was sort of like green, and it swallowed a goat, and then just sort of did its own thing and went back underground after that.
Nobody's seen it in months.
Yeah. So there's a chance, but
What are the chances?
Anyway, I was going to say, do make note of the distance between you and this tower, up there. Let me perhaps get some mileage down here.
Oh, that
You
tower.
guys can see that, right?
Yeah.
Yes. That's
Look at that.
like we can't. Oh, you do have the tower unlocked. Okay,
I
yeah,
do.
there's plenty of space up that way.
Because you guys can see it from where you are located. I mean, technically you can't see the ground, but you can see the tower.
Yeah. No, let's go to the mountains then.
Let's do something productive.
So as a brief question for you,
Sure.
Mr. DM.
Absolutely.
Oh, great God, I question thee.
Assuming we build up a base in either of these places or both of these places, I think you would expand the visible area of what is seen, right? It's not
yes.
just like
As it was scouted, of course.
Yeah. It would end up kind of. I'm thinking like you'd get about this much, like right off the bat, sort of.
Then
like a 2 hex radius.
then
And
climb that
I don't
cliff.
know if you guys had noticed, because you're all irregular players, but I do occasionally expand the area that's been uncovered.
Oh, you totally do.
As a representation of other scouts going out and going further afield.
But also, if we were to climb that peak too, we might get some really good freaking geography. I mean, I might bring my cartographer tools if we're going all the way that way.
Yeah, I think from a high vantage, the book suggests you can see about 25 miles
Yeah, that would be damned good.
on a clear day.
If
So,
we wanted
yeah,
to
you get a
hike
solid
that,
few hexes.
yeah, if we wanted to hike that, it would be
That would be
It
an
would be
ordeal,
pertinent.
for sure.
yeah, it would be pertinent for me to bring my cartography tools.
Yeah.
I don't know if we're gonna.
And
be
hey,
doing
that would be
today,
easier if you end up getting a base right at the foot of the thing.
though. Oh yeah, absolutely.
I mean, that would just be something you could do on one of your off weeks.
Yeah, right.
There was an interesting question that came up, and so I'll say it as if I thought about it because it was my great idea, and not anybody else's. That's complete lie. But have any of the other scout crews reported oddities along the riverside, similar to the soap or something else?
I mean, there are always oddities happening.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
Often not worth reporting, really. That specific one, nobody's seen.
Okay. That answers your question, legendary neurotoxin.
Yeah, they don't they don't go too far upriver, because one, they're fighting against the current, um, but and just because going into the unknown, that particular route can be kind of dangerous sometimes.
Oh, really? That actually answers a question I had.
Yes.
I probably would have answered it or asked it in character too, but why don't we scout along the river? Wouldn't scouting up the river be the best idea? Maybe holding like a raft or something, and if anything
Well,
dangerous happens,
it's
going
certainly
all the way back
possible.
down.
I think most of the commission considers a higher priority to venture toward the tower.
Yeah, no, that also
Um,
makes sense too.
So it's been uh, one thing. One thing that the goblins have kind of said,
I live
like
in
this side of the
Colorado,
river is
Nero.
our turf. Don't come over here.
No, just raft.
That's definitely a contributor.
Just speed raft down it.
But also just that, like, yeah, it's kind of like a low priority thing.
No, makes sense.
So yeah, if you guys are ready to go, we are on the map. You guys have full control of this token. If everybody's prepared, we can certainly set off at any time.
Let me do one last check, because I was moving stuff around my inventory.
No, Nero. I mean, like, move up
Sure.
all the way up here, or something like that. Try to find the source of the river, and then riding the current all the way down here
Oh,
until we
Sir,
can then
remember
jump
when-
off this way.
so my fighting style gives me an extra +1 AC,
Oh yeah.
but it wasn't counting that on the character sheet. How do I manually edit that again?
Oh, let me take a look. So you're wearing leather armor.
I have
You've got
13.
+1 AC.
Yeah.
So that should be
14, right?
No, because leather armor is 11 plus dex. Oh, you know what? See here in your AC 13, 11 plus dex, and then after that you've got a +1 in there.
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
That's your fighting style.
Oh, so it does count it now.
Yeah,
Why
it
didn't do
does.
it before?
I think we handled that last time, and then if
Oh,
you
okay,
check mark
carried
your
over.
shield, it'll give you another +2.
Yeah, I knew that one. Okay, I thought it like took it away again, but if it's good, then okay. All right, I should be good to go then.
All right. Are we all agreed that we're going to the base of the mountain?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good
Yeah.
to me.
I will take the first trepidatious step out of the expedition then.
Alrighty, let's go. As always, first step is free. 3 more throughout the day. Daytime, afternoon, nighttime. Daytime, afternoon, and nighttime. Just go ahead and roll me a d20, see if anything happens.
Roll 1d20. 2 more times?
Yeah, you moved thrice, so go ahead and roll it thrice. It is an uneventful day. I would like everybody to consume their rations.
Crap. Can I do the standard +2 rations
You
from
may.
the fort? Thank you
Yes.
so much. I didn't ask before I left, so I
That's
wouldn't
okay.
mind the...
They have suppliers for this reason.
It is 2
Sophia
rations?
Sophia is sent bolting out of the fort toward you when you're already like 100 feet away, and she is forced to catch up to you
Well,
and
Poor
deliver.
Sophia.
I thought you were gonna say she ran all the way out here to catch up to us, gave us food, and then ran back.
She
Poor
is
Sophia.
amazing.
So how many rations are we consuming?
One.
That means
One for
24
today.
miles further.
Just the one.
Yeah, I definitely give her like a honey roasted nut or something like that, some kind of sweet treat. Cause
You just
that
have
makes me
one?
Feel bad. Maybe I bought one. How about that? I'll take away a gold. I'll do it.
That doesn't cost a gold. That costs like less than a copper.
Okay, fine. Then I have 16 of them, all just for her.
Fine. Yeah. Okay. You know
Okay,
what?
I have. It would be 12. That was a lie.
I, I'll roll insight for her later on you. Let's keep moving. What the fuck? GM roll.
So
There we go.
I'm not trying to be creepy. I gotta protect that smile.
I know you're not. I know you're not trying to be. That's fine.
As I set up camp, I'm just gonna lay out like 2 animal traps. Find like
catching some food.
see if we can catch some food.
Go ahead and give me a survival roll.
Good
A
idea.
survival roll. That would be this button.
Oh, nice. That is going to get you enough game to feed the party for tonight. If you would
tomorrow.
Or tomorrow, if you'd like to do it that way.
Well done, man.
I'm assuming like
Yeah, it would be overnight, I guess. So that
Yeah.
makes sense.
check it in the morning as we leave.
Yeah.
Do you want some help
Um,
skinning that? I've been trying to keep.
I'm not sure exactly what I caught.
Yeah,
That's
if it was
Um,
fish, then no. But I've been trying to collect furs for what's his name, Pontus. Because
Right.
shifting
hide
furs
armor?
might. Well, hide armor. He might be able to make some other things that I could use to send and sell for the expedition or not for the fort. It's just he makes things and clothes, and so if I give him basic items, then that equates to items we can then put forth towards the to the fort. And if we find cool items, then that means that he can do really cool stuff with them. Hopefully.
Yeah. Yeah, he likes cool monster things. So you catch a rabbit, which has had both of its ears shifted in such a way that they are kind of they branch into fractals like tree branches.
Go Speed Racer.
But it seems otherwise undisturbed by the shift.
That's neat.
So, hey, good news. There's like an infinite surface area ear skin you can have.
Whoa.
Bad news,
definitely
it's
tried-
finite volume.
I definitely try to sketch it before skinning it.
Got it. And and you get another something small, like a small wreck, something.
All right. Still edible, I assume.
Yeah. This one not victimized to the Redshift, actually. Just the rabbit.
Neat.
So yeah, you guys can do your work on those, preparing them for the next day. You kind of just like sling them over your pack as you would.
Yeah. You just keep them in the traps and like hook them into a backpack somehow.
Yeah. Alrighty. Day 2. Who would
Somebody
like
else
to take
wanna move?
control?
I did kind of just
I got this
dominate
one.
days.
So we're gonna go 2, 3, 4.
Yep, that'll be the way to do it.
Let's do something interesting. Let's see these rolls.
No, not r/. It's /r.
Flash
And I-
R.
I get that wrong every time, and I always second guess myself.
Don't
All right,
worry,
go
I
ahead
do
and do
too.
it. Oh, hey, a 20.
Yeah.
Fucking well done.
Can you roll at this point? Can you roll a D12 and a D8 at the same time?
Yes.
Put a
/r.
toss a little plus in there.
The greatest adventure
18.
is ours.
All right.
to create.
So, you guys are getting ready to set up camp when the sun is descending in the west, starting to get late. You're finding a nice spot to rest. And I mean, specifically, as always, a nice dry spot that isn't unpleasant to sit on.
Hopefully.
When you start looking, you're noticing the ground is really muddy for some reason. Even though it hasn't rained in a few days, it's kind of odd. And then suddenly you notice that the ground is very wet, and then it starts becoming your boots start getting sucked into the mud. The ground is so soaked, and then suddenly there is a flood.
Flash flood! Flash flood!
And
We got the 10.
before you know what is happening, the surrounding area has turned into several feet of wild, raging, whipping water. And I would like everybody to make a athletics check at this time in order to
Row,
try
fight
to
the water!
latch onto something tall enough or high enough that you can avoid being tossed around, swept away by this.
Bad times.
Aranes, that includes you, even though you're tall.
I know. I just rolled.
Uh-oh. Okay. Can everybody else also participate in this fun event?
Athletics. Woo!
Nice. Albus is scared. Oh, alright.
I'm the only one. Well, maybe not the only one, but the only one who's certainly.
I crowbar myself to the ground.
Well, the water is about 5 feet deep.
Damn.
That's certainly enough to knock me over.
Maybe to a tree?
Yeah.
Knock me around.
Alvis, you manage to scamper toward and up a tree before it gets really bad, and you were able to wait it out up there. Zimar and Endy, you both managed to scramble up on top of a boulder that just so happens to be in this location. And you are it's close, like you've only got a couple of inches between you and the water, but it doesn't seem to be getting any higher after you climb up and you're able to wait it out. Aranes, you are bludgeoned and battered by all sorts of debris, small rocks, branches, and shit that have been caught in the flood. You are tossed around. Your head goes under a couple of times. Eventually, you manage to pull yourself up on a sturdy tree that has not been swept away by this, and just hold yourself above the surface of the water while it goes on. This lasts for over 15 minutes. This flood.
Damn.
Did it sweep away any of our stuff, or was it just as we were trying to set up?
It was before you guys had actually set up. You were looking for a spot to prepare. However, I'm incredibly glad you asked that question anyway, because after you take 3 bludgeoning damage from being battered with debris,
Fine.
you also notice that you've lost some.
Oh.
Oh no.
If you would be so kind as to roll a, let me just count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. If you would be so kind as to roll a D17 for me, we can determine what that was.
Oh. Oh.
Sure.
Sad day.
11. So 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. That's unfortunate. Coincidences upon ironic coincidences, your water skin is nowhere to be found after.
Oh.
Mine, right? Just mine?
Correct. Just yours.
Oh.
Okay. That's...
It's...
Well, that's fun.
You don't
Ask
think
for
you're
a
going to be,
replacement.
yeah, you don't think you're going to be dehydrated tonight after that whole business.
See
But
about
you'll,
tomorrow night.
yeah, you'll have to figure something out soon.
Ugh. Okay, so I will just unequip that from my inventory and set it at 0
Very well.
uses for now. I'm going to get another one. I just don't have it anymore.
Yep. All right, and with that, nobody needs to spend a ration tonight because Aranese has handled that. You had your little critters that you were able to catch. Fortunately, your traps and stuff managed to survive the onslaught. And it is a clear, starry night. And you guys, after the flood subsides, the ground completely dries out again,
Fucking weird.
as though none of this ever happened. There's some debris scattered around, but you can't see where this came from or what could have caused it.
Fucking weird.
It's just grassland.
Fucking weird.
So you're able to sleep, take your rest.
Fucking weird.
And morning comes around. Now you're at the point where this mountain has started looming over you on the horizon, and
That's cool.
it's quite tall, snow-peaked. Looks like it would make quite the climb. It seems to stand alone in this location, so there's not a mountain range at this part. Just some context for where you are in this world. Whoever would like to can move your token onto the spot and get into it. Great. Now let me move you guys over here.
Just some wind to go around the mountain. I think that's
All
what
right.
I've added right there. It's very
Nobody
low wind.
should be able to see anything. Is that correct?
Nope.
Nope, it's all dark.
Can't see anything. Yeah.
No
Okay.
vision enabled.
Got it. So you guys are gonna have to give me just a minute to enable your token to vision. Let me just make sure I've got everything set up correct, so I don't.
I don't know. It's something that if you live by mountains, you kind of notice. But
Yeah,
the wind
okay,
travels
well,
around the mountain. You can kind of hear it. It's never really just like dead quiet.
All right. So, hey Alvis, is Keen out and about, or have you pocketed her away?
Keen is out and about.
Okay.
I was worried at first if Keen would run away, but Keen, because she's a familiar, I assume behavior-wise, stays very close to me.
Yeah, yeah, she is a loyal companion.
I will just say it to you now, so I don't have to constantly keep casting it as a prestidigitation spell. But I have Mage Hand constantly out and about, as if it was also a familiar thing.
Understood.
Yeah, just assume that I'm like constantly. Just as soon as the Mage Hand goes away.
Do you have control of this one? Can you control Keen on the map right now? You should be on the left. Actually, do you have sight right now, Albus?
Yeah, I totally do, and I can control Keen, click on
Good.
it and edit it, everything like that.
All right, perfect. All right, we got Aranese. Everything looks all good on your end. You're lacking 3 HP. That's intentional. You have sight. Edward, and your bar. Okay. There we go. Mr. ND.
Oh, I should pick like a token.
Oh yeah. I've got to whip one up for you sometime too. That would be nice.
Keen is a rat,
We can
so
figure
you
out
know
what your
some
character
rats.
looks like sometime.
Yeah.
All right, everybody should be in here, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is where you guys are at. I lost Aranese somehow. There you go. So, before you stands a sizable, what a generous statement might be crumbling keep. It seems like at one point it had 4 towers. It seems like at one point it perhaps had a gate. There is no gate currently. From your vantage from the west, you can in fact see inside the keep, or you all should be able to. And you can see that there was perhaps once a central tower to this thing that has collapsed and fallen down the center. So, as you know, these people who were investigating this earlier did not go inside. That is, generally speaking, the procedure is scouts find the thing and then they send in the people who are good at the fighty stuff to get in there, just in case. So you being available, you are now able to go in here if you wish. Tell me what you're going to do and then move.
Good point. I actually, I forgot that I didn't have just free talk on too. I'm just walking up to the perimeter and doing my look-see. I'm not gonna enter, but I'll have Keem go in and look about.
Okay, so this might require you to adjust your perceptions a little bit. What you can see is that the much of the central zone of this keep has collapsed. So there's a pit, which is Keen actually going in to that into that gate.
So the way that I thought about it, because you said I'm assuming this blackened area here is the pit.
Yeah, the darker spot is.
Yeah, so Keen was just going to explore the edge of it and see if it could see anything on the very bottom.
Okay. Great. So, and you're seeing through her sensors, right?
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I was gonna go
okay.
stand right there outside of actual any like real sight.
Oh, you don't even need to do that. As long as you're within 100 feet, you can just do it as an action.
Yeah. Okay.
So from afar is just fine. So she'll scamper around. I assume you told the party you're sending her in to scout.
No. I just but now that you say that, I'll say, yeah. Hey guys, I'm scouting. Sorry for not telling you. I kind of just started acting.
Okay, understood. So Keen looking around. So as stated, this whole darkened area is the collapsed section. That yellow bit in the center is the tower. It's kind of it's kind of like the wall and the roof, as though they had slid downward, like cylindrical, and just kind of collapsed in on itself. You can tell it's sort of precariously balanced, such that it's leaning up against what you can see as a second floor area up top.
Yeah,
and
that's why I can't see on the other half. I assume,
yeah,
right?
and oh yeah, that's right. I put some light there, yeah, so that you can't see straight past it.
No, it made the sense of what you were talking about. Just I got that there was something there collapsed. I didn't know what it was until you said it, but
and it seems like it like it's kind of like at an angle, and goes all the way down into the pit. Now you can also see, because the roof is wide open due to the collapse of this structure. It is well lit. You shouldn't have any problem seeing or anything in here. It's all lit from the sky.
Yeah.
and you can see that there's a basement. So you can see the floor of this chamber down here. You can see this wall, which has bits of ruined flooring stuck to the top of it, but is maybe like a foot and a half below um, where like the floor would be
Yeah.
normally, and it extends along this way, as you can see here. Um, so there's a chamber below, and just peering over the edge, you can kind of see that like uh, right around here, it's a symmetrical room. So here and here,
Mm-hmm.
there are doors in the basement leading further in, somewhere below these side towers.
Okay.
Um, so yeah, that's what you see there. And could you make a perception check using Keen's sight?
Oh, yes. One moment.
So go ahead and grab Keen's character sheet.
Yeah, that's what I'm
and do
doing
a,
right now.
If she doesn't have any perception bonuses, just go ahead and do wisdom.
She does have a smell. The rat has advantage on wisdom perception checks that rely on smell. That's about it. So, I don't see one here. Attributes and abilities, just checking. Yep, nope, nothing's there.
Mr. Albus?
Sorry, forgot. Push to talk. You can't hear me unless you're on stream. I am opening up Keen right now, and I was just checking. Keen does have a smell advantage on perception checks, but otherwise...
Yeah,
it's
that
just a
would not
wisdom
apply
roll.
here.
Okay.
Yep.
There you go.
Okay, 13. Let's see. Right. So, you do notice scurrying about, looking up and down and around. There is a thing sitting on the tower. It seems to be a statue of some sort. It is placed in such a way that it seems like a strange place for a statue. It would be as though there was a statue sticking out like at a 90-degree angle from the tower, if you imagine this tower standing up straight the way it originally was, presumably.
Interesting. Give me 1 second.
And that is located like right here, smack in the middle of this tower, collapsed thing.
Okay. I move over here. Tell them that there's some weird statue right there in the middle.
Yeah, what would everybody else like to do?
But also, I had one other question. How deep is
Okay.
the basement? I'm sorry, everybody.
It's 1 story. as
Okay,
far
so
as you
only 10 feet?
Yeah, you think if you had to make the drop, it wouldn't be too hard.
Okay, I will be using my mage hand to drop Keen down there to get a better look at things.
Okay.
Mage hand has 30 feet, I think, plus spellcaster level or something like that. Or is it
So
just
can you
30?
please ping where you're gonna drop her? Just click and hold whichever.
Yeah, I was. I was selecting Keen on accident. It was literally going to be just to help her down if there wasn't a slope or anything.
Understood. So Keen goes right there.
Good to know.
Can you see that?
Yes, I can.
Basically what you see is what you get. It's a room.
Yep. Keen will be staying in that room and out of sight. I won't go into the other places until people get their turns. 'Cause
Okay,
I've done a
yeah.
lot.
Let me know if you intend to do anything with her. Otherwise, she will just sit and wait, basically following your instructions.
Yeah, I was gonna move her around in that singular room, but wasn't gonna leave it.
Okay. Whoa,
Oh no.
that was a sound.
All right, so, like this line you have, like there, that's where the pit starts. You were saying?
Yeah. So like the lighter white floor is the surface level, and then the darker area is where it's all collapsed.
Okay. I would have, while he was scouting out with Keen, I would have like slowly walked up and just kind of poked my head in through the entrance and looked around myself.
Sure. Okay. Go ahead and move up here.
Oh god, what's that?
No, it's fine. I just moved you at the same time.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, you can take a look around. Anything else anybody would like to participate in during this time?
Hang on. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, is the fog of war working correctly, guys? Are you able to like see stuff that that you're no longer looking at?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, things are pretty good.
Um. Let's see. So there's.
I think so. Yeah.
This is very
It's gonna be-
long space. Okay. So I think I'm gonna draw my bow, walking
Okay.
up to this tower. Not string it, not knock an arrow yet.
All right.
But just have it in hand in case it needs to be.
Good thinking. Remember that weird statue right in the middle, right here. That I
Yeah,
pointed
there's the
out
weird
to all you
statue, but
guys.
there's also these two doors on the side, which
No, likewise,
Correct.
yeah.
You
it
can
also
see
looks like
those.
there's an entrance other to the south that avoids having to scramble up and down a pit. So that's where.
Also
I'm going
correct.
to head.
Yeah. A notable thing regarding the pit, because Albus mentioned it, is that it's not really that you don't see from here. Excuse me. You don't see from here anywhere that would function as like a ramp of rubble down or up. It's very just like there's a sheer drop in all places. But yeah, if you want to head around there, you can certainly make your way around the south side of the keep.
That's a good idea, Alvis Taver will say. If
I'm gonna
you,
move
report
as
that.
if we were in sort of combat initiative or
Sure,
dungeon
that sounds
initiative.
good.
So 1, 2,
Yeah, let's do it that way so everybody stick to their movement speed if they're taking a turn, basically.
6. That's all I got right now.
Andy, do you have anything you'd like to do?
So I want to take a guess. Like based on my knowledge, how old does this building look?
That's a
Just
good question.
giving an estimate.
You can make a history check.
Okay, let me do that.
Ooh, easy. Based on the weathering, stonework, and state of decay, plus the overgrowth around the outsides and everything like that,
Yep.
Definitely, potentially, 1,000.
1,000.
Thing about that though
Damn.
is
1,000 years old.
you would call this 1,000, but if somebody had been doing like the most basic level of care for it, like once a century or something.
Mm-hmm.
It's really indeterminate. Yeah, that's weird.
Which is definitely odd, considering its location.
Right. So the building's 1,000 years old, but like the
It matches up. It matches up with what you would expect it to be as a relic of Vesoth, the previous land here
Right.
when
Well,
Redshift
maybe...
started.
Okay.
Spells over here, so I don't cover the screen for you guys.
So I'm gonna move closer to the keep around the door with the rest of the party.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna hold and just wait until further action. How do I move my character?
You gotta hit the mouse pointer button on the top left. You're in drawing mode now.
Oh, mouse pointer. That's that one. Ha, found it. Maybe like here.
Okay.
Yep.
What does that spell do? Look that.
Is no one gonna follow me around to where we can actually, like, get towards closer to the tower at the center and the doors on the side?
I probably would have joined you after I realized there's nowhere to go from this side. Because at first I was just looking around this main gate too.
Yeah. Okay.
Go right ahead.
2, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. I'm just making my way around.
Cool. What are you other two doing at this point?
Albus Taver, seeing that they're going to go down there and do that scout, is actually going to use... he doesn't have to use message, actually, so never mind. He's just going to send a message to Keen to slowly start scouting the right end of that tunnel over there. And while that's going on, Albus will tell Endymon that Keen is down there doing that, and he's going to dry puff on a pipe because he didn't order any smoke leaf. Just wait, basically.
Mm-hmm.
See what's going to happen.
Okay, so let me describe for you what Keen is going to see, and can you give her one of her one turn of movement?
Yeah, absolutely. I need to check that 1 second. Should be like 25 feet, right? Or is it 20
looks
feet
like it's
because she's
20.
small?
Yeah. If you actually click on the token, you see it in the red bubble.
Oh, yeah, it is 20. Thank you. Sorry, everything is getting asterisks because it's my push to talk button. 5, 10, 15.
Just to clarify for me, do you have vision in this whole area here still? It's
In
still
the
all
whole of
fully
the
lit.
hall, yeah, exactly.
Okay.
In the area behind Keen currently, she can't see, of course, because of the fog of war.
Yeah.
But yeah, she can see down the hall with that weird thing right there at the end of it. I'm actually only going to move 15 around that corner.
Okay. So I would call for another perception check from Keen.
Absolutely. Opening up the character sheet now.
Yeah, what you want to do is you want to just double click it to minimize it on the screen.
Thank you.
Okay. That at the far end of the hall is a statue in the shape of a gaping maw. No particular like creature type that it represents. It's just kind of like a large toothy mouth.
Yeah, kind of like a gothic architecture thing.
Yeah. And there are pretty clearly right around
What did I roll?
right around
Oh, damn.
here and here pretty clear signs of scorch marks on the floor.
I tell Endyman that the inner sanctum of this place should be... Oh, no, here, I'll just say it. Yeah. Endyman, the inner sanctum of this place, it could be trapped. Do I know exactly where... Sorry, DM, do I know exactly where, what direction they walked off to? I could technically use message, if I know where they are.
I would assume you've been... I mean, what you said, you took a puff of your pipe, so I assume you've been occasionally switching back and forth to keep yourself aware of the situation.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, you know which way they went.
Okay, using message, because I can only choose one person, I'm sending Zenmar the message that he shouldn't enter the building if he finds a door. The inner sanctum is trapped.
I guess that's something I'd hear like in my head.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, if you could click the message text, that would be helpful.
Yeah, I will. So here, I'll even describe it too while I'm loading up the message text. Albus Taver takes out a piece of parchment and a wire of copper from his component pouch and writes down a message, or as Endyman can see if he's paying any attention, I'm pantomiming writing a message on the piece of paper, and the message was what I had said. Why can't I click the message button? It's just
because you're in edit mode, perhaps.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Age.
That says message, it's just I put a whole bunch of asterisks in it while I was in edit mode. As you can see, the description text and everything that's important is still there.
Yeah, I also know there's not a spell called age, so...
Cool.
I mean, there is. It's just sort of part of the Sorcerer's Wild Magic table roll. It's like, oh, you grew 10 years. Or lost 10 years.
Right.
Yeah, there you go. It's message again in my thing. But you can see the description there. The parchment was ad-libbed, but everything else.
Yeah, so yeah, you get that in... actually, you don't get it in your head, you get it as a whisper. So, like, he's whispering near you.
But only you can hear it. It's weird.
Only you can hear it, and you have an instinctive understanding that you can reply in kind.
Y'all are like 20 feet away from each other.
Yeah, also that. It's fine.
Well,
let him do it.
yeah.
Let him feel cool.
But magic's cool.
Magic is cool.
Yeah, man.
Alright, yeah. After
Busting your chops.
probably would have initially had a bit of shock when I heard a voice whispering in my head, but then once I realized it was Albus, I would quickly so I just reply to him in my head as well. Or
Yeah, well, you do it. You basically say a whisper, and it like goes to him, and only him.
okay, well okay, yeah, I would have just whispered back that I got the message and then relayed the same thing to Aranez.
Okay.
Sweet.
Understood.
Keeping the party safe, doing my job.
So yeah, you've been informed that there is potential for crap. So yeah, feel free to
that's my
keep
round.
moving into
Alright.
there.
I don't see... What's her name? You're familiar. Where is she?
She is down below in the basement.
Yeah, so just to recap,
So,
I used my
relatively
mage hand.
speaking, she's under the floor you're standing.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
And just for reference, as for the collapsed thing in the center, What you're looking at now is basically a crumbled half of it that is hanging over the pit in that way. So it's like the top half of a shell of a tower, making a sort of ramp / roof sort of thing.
I realize now that the only reason I get that
Makes
shadow, and even what it was,
Yeah.
is because I've played things like
Cool.
Dwarf Fortress.
Um,
Anybody else who's
so
like
any door we encounter
not
might be trapped.
done something like that,
Okay.
or played an obtusely weird visual game like
There's
that,
this
I imagine it might
This
be a little
thing-
bit harder.
is a buttress, a tower.
They appear to be towers. They were.
But this
they
thing
looked
right here,
relatively
the only
intact
reason I
from
knew
the
that was
outside.
a like a solid piece of tower then leaning up against this was because of Dwarf Fortress. I have to say.
You imagine, based on the height of the central thing, that they were perhaps most likely shorter than it in its original state.
I just want to sort of give a wave to Alvis.
Oh yeah.
And say,
Waves back.
almost a beckoning, like it's fine, nothing will hurt you. And then start to inspect this door.
All right. If we're doing a door inspection, I would very much want you to roll perception for it.
Okay.
Good job.
I've
You're
solved
pretty
your door
confident
puzzle.
that yes, good job. You're pretty confident that the door is not laden with traps.
Yay! That's the
For
best kind of
reference,
door.
It is a rather ragged wooden door that looks like it was once quite nice. How it has survived the elements for this long is a little mysterious. You wouldn't expect something like this to do so. Maybe because it's been, relatively speaking, indoors this whole time. Oh no. But it doesn't have much in the way of like a locking mechanism or handle to speak of, so it would be pretty easy to just push open.
But it's still on hinges somehow?
Yes.
Huh. Okay.
At least this one is.
Okay, I could explore this
So-
whole area with Keen.
I guess waiting until Alvis and Indy decide to come over here, sort of turn the attention back behind us to the tower, and start to take a closer look at that entrance.
Yeah, are you guys gonna join down south now?
I'm just going to explore the other tunnel in the same manner as I did before, and then I'll definitely be down to do that.
Can you
Okay.
walk and chew bubble gum at the same time?
I believe you are able to do this.
I think I can. I just measured my actually
You can
I
you can
just-
command Keen to move while you're moving.
Yeah,
not
and I
have
also just
sight.
measured how far the distance between everything is. I can explore this whole area plus like maybe 5 feet. This whole square area at least with Keen before it will disappear because of the distance.
Oh, I see.
The
what you
only
mean.
spot that I'm worried about that wise is like here to here, but I just measured it and I should be fine. So yeah. I'm not even going to be going
Yeah,
that far.
it's almost 100 feet, not quite.
Yeah, it's like 115 feet that I have to worry about. But yeah, I'm going to
And
be
she
coming over.
doesn't disappear if she's 100 feet away from you. You just can't get the mental connect.
Oh,
Right?
okay. Yeah, that's what it is. You're totally right. But
I'll take that as a yes.
no,
Andy,
you're
are you
totally
joining
right.
us?
Yes, I'm sorry.
Yes,
Push the
I'm
talk.
gonna come down here as well.
Yeah, you can just go ahead and move your token.
Where
Take a quick run. Alright, we've unsplit the party, except for a mouse. On Keen's side, down there, you spot a similar
Story.
statue at the end of this hallway as well.
Yep. Perception checks? But I'm assuming that the scorch marks are there. Can I see them if I'm looking for them?
Actually, if you look for them, you don't see any.
Interesting. Okay. Can I still make a perception check?
I don't see why not.
Cool. I don't know if I'll get any new knowledge. It's just wise. Hence a wisdom check. Well.
You don't get any knowledge at all.
Cool. Yeah. Elvis Taver will stand over here at the edge of this corner. And we'll send a mage hand over here to pick up Keen.
I see how you're doing it. Okay, so that'll take a couple turns to get that done. So
Absolutely.
So we can pop her back up around here. There you go.
Alright, so
The sticky, goopy rat is now in your hands safely.
Oh, you're okay.
so looking at this tower door,
Yes.
is this the one Keen might have been warning us about traps for? I don't know.
There definitely looks like there's a trap system underneath where we're standing now. Two mouthed-looking creature statue things are on either end, right below where the doors are. I would say Alvis Taver points over to that door, and directly under it there's a statue that looks like, at least from our side, that shoots maybe fire or something. There are scorch marks on the bottom. That leads me to believe that any case of architecture in this building should be scrutinized. That's what he says.
Alright. So I guess just taking a look at the... Would that be another perception check?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm assuming it's largely the same as before, but
That is a good assumption to make, because it's true.
okay. So, moving closer to this one, try the, I guess, lightly push on it.
It will open just for you.
Oh, just for me.
And if I could click my lighting, there we go. There we go.
Oh, so it's a broken staircase, and I mean, there's no hole in the floor. That's good.
Right, you are.
Tower might go up.
Well, it looks like there's nothing to go up to anymore. Everything's sort of rotted away.
Alvis Taver peeks in. From
The
behind
tower
and
does
goes,
in fact
"Oh."
go up, and there is a ceiling with a floor that you can see that's like above. So
Anybody have
but we
any
can't
rope?
get to without some effort.
yeah, but you can tell, just so you're aware while you're walking around in here, you can tell
There's
that
no
there
rope.
is a mostly intact, similar to, or perhaps in an even better state, second floor than the first floor that you're standing on now. Just because that's something you'd see just looking straight up.
Okay.
One thing. Upon opening that door, you do notice a weird stench
Damn.
coming from this room.
A stench.
I didn't
Yes.
bring my
Would
pittance
it be
either.
familiar or new?
I know what corpses smell like.
I don't know. I don't know about familiar. I mean, like sludgy. Like,
Smells like Christmas.
is that what that is?
Well, I mean, I grew up in some tunnels, so.
Oh
sludge
yeah,
was,
yeah, yeah.
Sludge was present. Christmas is snowy, so wet. Smells like Christmas. Elvis Tavern, what a great Christmas you must have had.
There's a part of me that wants to make sure we won't get attacked while we try and further explore the thing, but there's also a part of me that's like, maybe we should just close this door.
Do any of us have any pittance? I have a crowbar I can set them in, but I left 5 of my pittance at home. We could lock this door from one side. Or we could climb using the pittance.
I left mine behind too to make room for the tent.
Damn. And I don't have any rope. I only have string, and I don't think 10 feet of string will carry anybody but maybe me.
That's a good guess.
Well, there's the stairs in the room still. We can go up, right? Or
Well-
are the stairs all broken down?
Those are quite collapsed. There's
Oh.
about like 2 steps, right here, and then where there should be about 10 more steps, and then above your head is the rest of the steps.
Oh, so this next floor is like 20 feet up.
Yeah, it's tall ceilings.
Okay. So I don't think any of us can get up there.
Yeah, I
So
don't even
just-
think our 10-foot pole would be able to give us any kind of advantage either.
Yeah, it seems to be a wasted effort to try and get up there. Let's see. Yeah, I've got nothing. I just have a rope, but nothing to tie onto. So
No grab.
no grab. So yeah, moving towards the closing that door, but moving towards the other one east.
So,
Very well.
I actually have a question about
Yes.
prestidigitation. Right. I can, here at the very bottom of it, it says that I can create a non-magical trinket or an illusionary image that can fit in my hand and lasts until the end of my
Indeed.
next turn. Can I create a piton, hold on to that piton, hammer in another created piton, hold on to that one, and so far and so forth, and climb up that way? All the previous pitons will disappear, of course, after my next turn.
How
But I
many
can-
prestidigitation effects can you have at once?
It says if you cast this multiple times, you can have up to 3 of its non-instantaneous effects active at a time. You can dismiss such an effect
Okay.
as an action.
Got it. I'm not sure if a piton counts as a trinket, but I don't know. That seems relatively in scope of the spell.
And if I can create 3 too, technically that means I can create one that allows me to step on it while I'm hammering one in to make the roll easier, maybe. I only thought I could create like 2 or so. This is up to you. I could create, how about a foothold in the wall that is about as big as, what is it, 1 foot by 1 foot?
My consideration is that the conceptually a trinket is an inherently useless item.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the ability to hold weight or be hammered without being destroyed seems like it might fall outside the scope of a trinket.
That absolutely makes some sense. No, that makes some sense. And yeah, the whole thing that doesn't actually that doesn't apply here either. Because it just says I can warm, chill, and flavor up to 1 cubic foot of a thing, or make 1 cubic foot of a thing clean or soiled, yada yada yada, or make an illusionary object that fits in my hands. That's a trinket.
Yep.
Okay, never mind. There's no way I can.
It's also an illusory object, so like it might not even be solid.
Yeah, it's a non-magical trinket or an illusionary image.
Oh, okay, got it. So you could make like a fake pocket watch or a key or something.
Yeah, yeah. And I can't make anything like maybe a hook on the wall.
I would say a hook is probably in scope. Yeah.
So I could create a foot grasp or something to not a pitten exactly, but from in the wall I could create a hook thingy coming out of it.
The part where it's securely attached to the wall is where I get stuck on that, because then you're also doing some kind of transmutation with the wall to bind it, right?
Yeah. And even if we were to assume the most extreme case, like something is teleported in there or some weird thing like that, it doesn't mean it's securely in there.
And usually a spell won't let you like generate things inside other things. Usually it'll like pop out to wherever the nearest empty space is.
Yeah, unless it's old school teleportation and you want to kill yourself.
To be clear, I'm not trying to bully you. I'm trying to
absolutely not
determine the impacts and feasibility of this
No,
spell.
yeah, absolutely. No, it seems like nothing will work. I was making a stretch anyway.
Very well. Let me stand up for a minute to go get some more water, and then we'll continue, okay?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I thought I might have had something there. I was like reading the
It's all
spell.
good. How one of us was like pretty tall, right? Arnes, was that you? Or
Do you want to create a human pyramid?
I'm
very light.
Yeah.
I'm very light, actually. I was looking at my character, and I'm 2 feet tall. I shouldn't weigh 90 pounds. I should weigh something more like 60 pounds.
But then at that point, you're also like the only person who can get up there and not help anyone else up. Like I can toss you up there.
All right, let's do this.
Okay, let's do this. I can do that. I'm good. Also, this is a decrepit stone, so even if there's like some kind of zombie or something up there, can't see me. Oh, even better. Wait. We can create a human pyramid, or whatever, like you're saying. I can put Keen up there to see if anything's important. Mark it for later. Keen's a rat.
Are you throwing the rat upstairs?
No, I'm putting myself on Aranes's shoulders.
Okay.
And maybe somebody else, or maybe we're putting somebody on Aranes's shoulders and then me on their shoulders, and then I'm trying to throw up or put up or use my mage hand because my mage hand is 30. Oh, no. Here, no, I use my mage hand to plop Keen up on the high ledge over there because you said that the ceiling is 20 feet, and mage hand works up to 30.
Okay, so up on the staircase then?
Yeah. Because you said that that staircase leads to...
All right, let's open this door back up.
All right.
I'm sorry, guys. Looks like we got something.
We had a plan.
Yeah. So you're all stepping in there?
Are we all stepping in there?
I will.
You tell me.
You could
I
wait
will
outside
at
if you
least.
want to.
I'll accept the consequences. That's fine.
of our obsessive compulsive
I'm
try to get
mostly
something
just
up there
staying by
disorder.
the door to make sure nothing happens.
That's wise.
But that's about it.
I'll be trying to get like a view. Of,
Okay, just so you know, Albus, the
Trying to
high
see the
point's on this
rack.
side.
Thank you. Didn't know.
All right.
Yeah, I technically have to be close to it because it's the mage hand that I have so very little distance with.
So, boop.
Holy shit. Height maps.
There is a room up here.
There's a room up here, guys. Boop.
Well, what do you want us to do about that, if anything?
Please hold.
Oh, yep, I'm holding. Sorry.
Yeah, converse with your party.
I'm going to have Keen look up there, but it also seems like Keen has a scout on the room directly across from us. Alvis Taver is blindly pointing in the direction opposite, he thinks, but of this way, just player knowledge. But Keen seems to be
Yep.
directly above our heads right now.
Okay. Well, I would like to call for another perception check in this room.
Ooh, grand. You did say there was a smell.
If you're looking around with keen sense.
What's it smell like? I got a really keen smell. Oh wait. So can I get advantage with that because you said there was a smell?
Sir Albus.
Oh, shit. Sorry. It's I keep forgetting I have push to talk. It's a problem. So yeah. I have a pretty keen smell here. Do I get an advantage on that perception or wisdom check this time?
I will give you advantage on this one. Yeah.
Thank you very much. Click that and this. Here we go. Sorry, I keep forgetting about the
Oof.
push to talk.
11 with advantage.
Yeah.
I mean, it wasn't a 3, so
Yeah.
there's that.
So you do you notice that on the southwest wall, so like toward where the top of the stairs are, there is a pretty sizable, you'd say like 3-foot dimension, painted portrait of what seems to be you would guess a human family.
What kind of condition is it in?
Actually surprisingly good. It's a little bit dirty. The frame has seen better days, but the canvas itself is not like ruined severely. It you imagine it could do with a cleaning, but you think it's at the point where cleaning is still very much possible.
Guys. Do you have a 10-foot pole?
No,
Are any of you really strong? No, you didn't bring the 10-foot pole?
I'm fairly strong, but no, I don't have a 10-foot pole.
You
Oh yeah,
should
that
throw
was
me
that
up-
was a fishing pole she got, not a.
Yeah.
You should throw me up there. I want to get up there. You should throw me up there.
Okay, I'm gonna do this the safest way I know how and sort of launch you at the wall from the middle of the room.
Yeah, that works.
I think I hit upon something that even if we like come here with nothing, just having this thing here, this will fund somebody at the base. And if not that, then my guild wants this.
Alrighty.
Okay, so I can't like be straddling squares, otherwise I would.
Oh, if you hold Alt, you can.
Ooh, okay. Thanks for that.
You're
Cool
welcome.
tidbit.
Jesus.
Yeah, there we go.
This is gonna hurt.
No snap to grid there.
Okay. Albus,
I got some
when you
cheebies.
walk to Aranis, there is a click underfoot, and
I stop. I just stopped moving. Oh gods, no.
And there's a click from above, and a door opens, and just a gob of sludge drops upon you both
God damn it.
and forces you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. It went well for me. Don't roll with advantage.
Oh yeah, no.
I've done that in the past.
Yeah, I was just
I've
looking
done
at
that too
something
much in the
else.
past where it's no, I forgot about that.
I don't have the thief thing yet, where I can do something. But all right, it's Constitution saving throw.
No evasion allowed. Saving throw, please. Yes.
It just hit the Constitution thing, right?
Hit the Constitution saving throw button.
Where's that one?
It's above your skills.
Oh yeah, so it is just the ability modifier, right?
Yeah, most of the time it won't matter. It'll just matter for the ones you're proficient in. Oh. Well, all right then. You guys are covered in sludge. However, your swarthy constitutions allow you to avoid taking any damage from it.
Well,
You are just very stinky at this time.
I use
You have no idea. You have no idea what this could be or where it could have come from.
This is disgusting. I'm gonna
It
use.
is. It is fresh.
Can you clean me off too?
Yeah, I'm
This
cleaning
is
the both
just
of us off.
Foul.
I'm using
Oh, perfect.
prestidigitation to try to clean us both off. Is it non-magical?
And now you are squeaky clean.
Oh
Oh,
god!
thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
As they're doing that, I'm just holding my mouth and backing out of the room slowly, trying not to gag.
I
Do you
didn't
want
even.
to make a Constitution saving throw?
No.
You can if you want to.
I didn't look up,
I mean,
but I.
yeah, sure, why not?
I got
in
some in
fact
my mouth,
actively
it was
looked
gross.
away as soon as I heard a click and just sort of like closed my eyes.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. It didn't get in him.
Now, Albus Taver's the kind who
So
would
can I
have
actually
totally
make a roll?
looked up
Just-
instead
Yeah,
of
yeah,
just-
yeah, you totally
Alright.
can.
Well,
You're fine.
Okay, I managed to hold my stomach in.
Hold it in.
Oh, I think I got it in my eyes.
So hey, if we you notice now that there is an open like that connects to a secondary trapdoor in the floor of the room Keen is in.
What the fuck? Wonderful.
You win some, you lose some. But do you want to get thrown up to the staircase?
Oh yeah, just so I can drop this thing down.
All right. So, in a weirdly fitting the opening question, sort of get you on my shoulder. You can't weigh too much, right? Maybe 20 pounds, 30 pounds,
I weigh
40 if I'm being
How much do you weigh with your gear?
Oh, with my gear?
I
With my
mean, you're wearing it.
gear. Yeah, no, I'm totally wearing it. That's 45 plus the initial 60. I weigh like 105 pounds right now.
Okay,
Jesus,
cool.
dude.
I can still push, drag, or lift 900 pounds.
Okay. Yeah.
So
Hercules.
you're getting tossed.
Oh, yeah, deadlifted.
Alvis, with your gear is 45. What are you talking about?
Yeah, no, that's 45 there, and then my character by himself.
Oh yeah.
Because
Oh,
you all have
whoa,
to have
I'm
body fat
yeah.
and muscle to, like, survive.
Yeah, you have to exist and have mass. Yeah, all right. Asshole, shut up. All right. Let's see some athletics. If
All
you
right.
would, Aranis.
Athletics.
Okay. The gnome has been chucked, and due to the relatively low roll of 13, I'm going to require the gnome to make a dexterity saving throw to avoid taking damage on impact. Do you have bonuses to saving throw?
Yeah, I
should.
should. I'm a
should have
gnome.
plus 3.
What's your bonus? A plus 2?
Plus 2?
Yeah, +2, +3, something like that.
All right, so that's a 12.
Yeah.
So you're still going to take a little bit of face planting into the wall damage.
Okay.
That many damage.
Owie. How do I take damage again, just for... It's the blue one?
Just yeah, it's the blue one. You can do -2 and then hit enter in it.
Cool. Am I up there at least?
Oh, we forgot to use acrobatic. Well,
My acrobatics is only +4,
You're
so
here
it's
now.
the exact same. Do you mean use my acrobatics to try to not take damage?
this pink square you can see is the trapdoor that you noticed earlier.
The one that dropped the
It's
blue?
actually currently closed. You imagine if you stepped on it, it would open.
And you'd fall quite a bit.
No, absolutely
Yep.
not. I will poke it with the mage hand, though. Yeah, just slap it with the mage hand. Make it open up so I can just walk around it and say hi to everybody.
Albus, you're forgetting your push to talk again.
Yeah, I am forgetting my push to talk again. Oh my god, I'm gonna use my mage hand to slap it so I don't step on it by accident, yeah? And make a big hole and say hi to those guys down there, yeah?
Mage hand can only generate 10 pounds of force, so despite your vigorous slaps, you don't think it's enough to trigger the trap.
Okay, never mind. I will grab that portrait. Wait, and as I'm grabbing it, I then start looking for traps.
Okay, so before the hands are laid upon.
Well, I have to lay my hands upon it to see some of the traps, you know, around the
That's
edges
true. You'd have to
and other
lift it.
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little
Alright.
tiny lifting. Got an Indiana Jones.
Why don't you give me a perception roll?
Could I use my thieves' tools?
They would help you disarm any traps, but they're not going to help you find them.
Okay. I didn't know if there were like any special detection tools or whatever. That would be cool, but I rolled a 1.
Definitely no traps.
Yeah.
Painting is clean.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh. Can I use my thieves' tools to remove it from the wall so I don't damage it?
I mean, you are kind of not the appropriate stature to be holding this thing. It's taller than you are. So the actual like clasp and fastener that it's hooked onto the wall with is well outside your reach.
I could use a crowbar to lift it up, couldn't I?
So it would be difficult to get at it with your thieves' tools. You think if you decided to not quite be so delicate, you could probably lift it and pull it off the wall with relative ease, though.
Damn. Okay, well.
It's a little tricky. Going to be a little tricky for you to carry, but you could probably manage it.
All right. directly behind me is the stairs, right? From this portrait. Like I could move backwards and fall down the stairs, right? If I'm not careful.
He's gone again.
I could move backwards and fall down the stairs if I'm not careful, right?
Potentially.
Oh, okay. I yell out, "Yo! Be prepared to catch me!" And then I lift the thing off the, off its thing and, try to step backwards and toss it down there.
Okay, yeah, this is like a, again, it's pretty big, so this is like a 10-pound frame structure that you're trying to lift up.
Yeah.
Maybe a little heavier than that. But you are able to get it down and plop it on the floor, standing up. You think it would be, at this point, a pretty easy matter to like slide it down the stairs and pass it down to somebody.
Sweet. That's what I do. Passing
All
it
right.
down. I'll use the mage hand to help balance it out a bit.
Hold an arm, no, two hands out.
Yeah, you grab the painting and are able to take it, place it where you wish.
Okay. I guess I'll place it. Let's see. Probably out here, and just sort of lean it up against the wall, away from any muck or dirt or.
Sorry, if you pinged, I didn't see it. Could you do it again?
It's right south of Endy.
Okay.
Just leaning up against that southern wall, just so it's out of whatever weather might get to it or be visible from the outside of the keep from if
Right.
anyone decides to pass by.
Right. Okay.
All right. I do a quick tertiary look, being careful to move around using these steps that I know about. I just want to peek around the corner, and that's all I really want to do. I want to peek around the corner before I go back downstairs, unless something really draws my attention.
Okay.
What do I see?
You see basically what you see. The collapsed tower over here kind of acts like a ramp that is smashed into this floor here.
Mm-hmm.
And it goes down. There's also another room over here.
Could I quickly send Keen across there, you think? Could I quickly send Keen across the way?
Yeah.
Stop and there.
Okay. She very much does not want to go into that room
Oh.
for some reason.
Can I roll perception? Can I roll perception? See why.
I would rather you roll insight to see why.
Okay. She doesn't have an insight score.
You can roll insight.
Oh, sweet.
She is afraid of something in that room. This is not a reasonable fear sense. This is a completely unreasonable, unnatural fear that she's experiencing.
You mean like it is a fear of the unnatural, right? It's not a, well, when you say it's not a rational fear, you have me feeling like it's not a fear of the dark or something like that.
No, it is a, you would go so far as to say this is a fear that she is not experiencing, but a fear that has been inflicted upon her.
Interesting. What does it smell like over there, too?
From her senses, nothing unusual.
interesting. I let her run back over to me, and I'll put her in my pouch. Before
She is much calmer at this.
Yeah, I'll do that. Thank her. Before
It seems like it may have been based on the proximity, as far as you can tell.
Yeah, that's interesting. Before I go down or ask to be caught while sliding down the stairs, then after that I will relay this information to them. I don't know if any rolls need to be made.
Want me to move you back down?
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Was the painting the only thing that was up there?
Yeah, I do. I do want you to roll me back down. The painting's the only thing I saw.
Okay.
There's something
Indeed.
Keen was afraid of. But...
Okay, yeah, now I need to relay the information. I basically say that okay, so in the room that's directly opposite of here, there seems to be something that's making Keen afraid. It's hard to describe. It's more like she fears being near it. The farther away she goes, the happier she is. So it could be magical by nature. It could be some sense that I don't quite understand. But yeah, there's something in that room over there that is causing my familiar some uncomfort. Can you catch me, Arenaeus?
Yeah, I can help you out.
Yeah, I don't want to fall. I mean, I might be able to have Mage handy cushion it a bit, but I would crush it.
Yeah, by a lot.
Yeah, by a lot. 70 pounds worth. So yeah, I definitely take off my backpack first, drop that down to RNS.
Yeah, this is a rather trivial maneuver.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
okay. But yeah, I get down there, or want to get down there, and I've told all the information I learned, so we need to decide what we're going to do from here. There's also that other tower that's up just a little bit north of here. I don't know if it's a tower or anything, but I do know it's a room. Likewise, there's the whole basement section that's downstairs. I don't know what's on the far side of either of the two doors that we're standing above, or that we can see up here. Thanks, au revoir.
So do we want to try and investigate that room that Keen was scared of, or do we?
Well,
want
it's
to
the tower to the north, right?
That's correct.
No.
North
or-
being right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's whatever's.
Oh no, I'm
above
sorry. No, north is up on this map. What am I talking?
Yeah, no.
Gonna say.
Sorry.
The tower to the north is the only place we haven't explored yet that I know of.
It's also, I don't think we can get to it, right?
I don't think there's any way we can get to it right now.
No, we'd have to go. We'll have to go through this building here. It looks like.
Yeah.
So
do we
shall we?
want to ignore that door that leads to the room that Keen was afraid of?
We can't get to it.
Oh, we can. Just open it here. This is it.
I'm pretty sure there's going to be some sort of staircase inside.
Yeah. There is going to be some kind of staircase inside, or at least it looked that way from what I saw, but Keen was much too afraid for me to say for sure. I don't know. But it looked like a similar room.
Are these like walls that are still up here?
Where?
That I'm thinking.
Yeah, those are the walls that are
They're
of
in
the
the
basement.
basement, right?
Phelan, you're funny.
So you're like
We
looking
don't
at
have
the
any
tops of
rope.
them
We
with,
only
like,
have
little bits of
string.
rubble.
And I weigh about
Oh.
105
Still
pounds with all my gear.
Or are they still like blocking us?
Not from going like in those directions, no. But you'd be trying to walk over an empty pit, trying to use them.
Well, you could jump it. I just want to make sure if you tried to jump it, the walls weren't still sticking up that high.
Correct. You could jump it.
Okay.
Are you looking around over here?
Yeah. Well, I
Yeah,
saw
Phelan,
the
you missed
room in
how
the
we
top
got up
left.
to
There
the
was a
stairs.
door.
Then, if that was the case, we
that
got all
you
Right.
we got all the way
like-
up here by just throwing me.
I'm thinking if
Uh,
the other
I'm
option,
only
if we
one
don't want to
who's
investigate the
seen,
door that
one
Keen was
moment.
looking at,
I'm the only one who's
we
seen
could come
this
up
upper
here
area.
and then jump over here. And then there's that
Hey
door.
Zemar, while you're looking in that
there.
direction, you notice something cool. Do you want to
Oh,
hear what
cool.
it is?
Is it me getting shot in the face by
No.
an arrow? Okay.
No, it's not. It's cooler than that.
Oh,
So the statue on the middle of the tower is not there anymore.
oh, good.
Good.
All right.
Oh, good.
Great.
That's the
All right.
exact opposite of what I want to hear.
Yeah. Okay. Well, as I'm walking over here to investigate this other ledge, I noticed the statue
Yeah,
and
you
kind
notice
of walk
just
back
a
towards
lack of the rather notable statue.
Yeah, I look at it and then slowly make my way back to the party. Guys, that statue in the middle is gone.
It could be the thing. It could be the whatever that. It could be the statue could be on the second floor right now, and that's what Keen was afraid of.
I sent Keen to look outside just behind us.
She doesn't see anything unusual.
Okay, I keep Keen as a sentry right there.
Okay.
I look to the whole party and I'm like, I don't know how I feel about fighting sentient stone.
I would be close to useless, so how about that?
If you have a sword, I explain what the murder blow and hammer grip is. You could use your pommels, but that's sort of a I don't know. That's stretch.
Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch.
Use your pommel and your guard. It was a real thing they did, but I don't know if you enjoy it. You have any leather gloves on?
No, not at the moment.
Yeah, I know. You would have to be careful not to cut yourself.
Yeah.
Well, do we want to keep exploring? Or are we just going to have to watch our backs the entire time? It's probably going to be the second one. But
Yeah.
We do have a priceless artifact for funding. But I kind of want to dig deeper.
okay. And then just gonna push open the door from this corner.
Okie dokie.
And I'm gonna stand aside.
You see in this chamber the
Another staircase.
top of a crumbled staircase.
Does it go anywhere? Is there another floor above us?
There is.
Okay, but we can't get there now.
While
We
you're
can't get there easily.
while you're looking, you also see the glint of a wire just there.
Okay. Was that floor tile that Alva released a trapdoor obvious?
It was pretty well hidden.
Okay.
You did not notice it.
So
until you
between
stepped
here and that wire, I'm gonna check for more traps that might get us, because that's weirdly obvious.
Sure.
How well hidden that other one was.
I'm going to continue to watch our back and use Keen
Perception?
as a secondary.
Yeah.
No, I see nothing.
Looks all clear to you.
Okay.
Just the wire. Suspicious wire.
Yeah, weirdly suspicious. So
You do notice like a slot in the ceiling. Also,
where on the floor? Like, where does it line up with on the floor?
like over here, basically atop the wire at the edge.
Okay. Huh. How, like, what height is this wire? 1 foot, 6 inches
Ankle
off
height.
the ground? Ankle height?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
So,
forgot to play the door open.
It's
noise.
it's quite thin. You
Yeah.
just managed to catch it in like the glint of the light.
okay. So, stepping inside. Is there a reason? Is there like another hole other than where the staircase was, or is it just?
That's it. There's the upper remnant of a staircase. It goes up, right here on this side,
Okay.
and into the second floor.
Okay. I guess I want to take a closer look at that hole. Is it like a drop down? I don't even know at this point.
The one above the tripwire.
Yeah. So just sort of going along the wall here
Yeah.
closer.
You think you see the glint of a blade in it. In one
Oh,
way.
okay. Almost like the pendulum traps in that first tomb.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sketchy.
Big. I don't have a 10-foot pole, but we do have. Well, I don't want to fuck up some fishing line. Does anyone have like? No, I don't know. Huh.
What are
I
you
don't
looking
wanna-
for, mate? Oh, the stabber wanders.
Something to trip this. It looks like a big blade that's going to come down swinging as soon as that wire here it gets tampered with. And
Can I use perception to see what he's talking about?
You can.
I should
see
just
it
be able
if
to.
it's-
I should just
yeah.
be able to point it out to you at this point.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. With my
but if we-
knowledge,
Play our cards right, we might be able to get it to knock a hole in this wall. That would be useful. Hopefully.
with my knowledge of traps and such stuff, could I use my thieves' tools to safely, not disarm the trap, but set it off?
You think that is definitely possible.
I would have to make an attempt at it, though, right?
Yep, you'd have to use your thieves' tools.
Cool. I'm gonna do that then.
But don't you also just, if you're trying to just
wait a
trip
minute.
the trap?
Yeah. Wait a minute. Let me just read my Mage Hand's Ledgerman for a second.
Ledger domain?
Yeah, Ledgerman or whatever. How did you say that?
Ledger domain?
Ledger domain. Okay. Can use thieves' tools to pick and disarm traps at a range. Could I use my mage hand to just set this off?
Sure sounds like it.
Okay, so I'm gonna use my mage hand to set this off, or at least try to with my thieves' tools, like you said, just so I know I'm safe.
And I'm gonna step back.
Yeah, let's step out of the room. Here, give me a moment to move my character. Which I should honestly pop out this way.
Okay, you do it. You snap the wire, and a scythe-like pendulum swings out from the slot and embeds itself in the northern wall, leaving a significant crack but not breaking.
Alvis Taver laughs
And
heartily.
when this loud chunk noise happened, you hear a snicker from the west behind you all.
I do I?
Yeah.
I'll move silently in that direction.
Are you looking in that direction?
I went outside of the thing. Keen was looking in that direction, so having heard that, I'll definitely switch to Keen senses.
Okay.
Keen was acting as a three-way watcher, like I said, to these places behind us.
On the wall, just kind of like poking up over the floor so that you can just see the top of its head, is the statue.
Huh. So it sees us. Alright, I point a copper wire to freaking Zaramar, right? Still looking in this
direction. At least it didn't attack us yet.
Yeah, trying to look in here, and pointing to Zaramar, right? In the messaged whisper, I go, the statue is right behind us, looking over one of the walls to the farthest west side.
Do we all see that statue now?
If you look that way, you can. If you look that way, you'll see it.
Okay.
I'm not moving my body.
After hearing the snicker, I would have. My guy was already on edge from seeing that the statue is gone.
Yeah.
So he would have whipped around immediately.
No, that wasn't an attack, Terradin. We triggered a trap. And it snickered.
Would anybody like to do anything at all?
I'm telling Zaramar with my message that the statue is right behind us.
Zaramar already sees it.
Okay.
Just quietly whisper as I'm looking right at him.
I think we all are. Oh no.
All right, Alvis Taver turns around haughtily and says, "Statue, hail! Let us not fight. Let us talk. I wish to parley with you."
It beats its wings and hops off of its perch and flies backward a few feet. And
I can give you some
sticks
food.
out a stony tongue.
Oh.
And then flaps up and around to the second floor somewhere.
Oh no.
Oh, great.
Oh no.
Gotta love those kinds of people, right, guys?
Right. Oh, dang, that wasn't as far as I thought it would be. Okay. That's too bad. Well, there's not much we can do from here without making either a trip through the basement or doing some daring do leaps across pits, which I not really on my list of things that I want to have done.
Alvis Taver points forward to here and says that place over there, I'm pinging it again, was the only place that Keen wasn't able to explore below. I do know that there are two traps, one directly at the under the hallway, directly across from us, and one that's right below us. Those traps seemed nasty, but I didn't trigger them. So we could slide down there, but getting back up, I don't know how we're gonna do that.
And especially if there's a creature that seems like it does not want us to succeed at anything. Working against us.
It's probably going to warn its buddies.
I mean, potentially warn its buddies, but sorry, I was just filling out my fog of war.
Oh, that's totally fine.
I don't want to leave a rope hanging around where it could lead us to where it is,
Ambush us?
or
Yeah.
could lead it to where we are, or it could just toss it into the basement with us.
Do you want to take what
The
we've
drop
gotten?
to the basement is only about 10 feet. With an acrobatics check, you could probably make it without
Alright.
suffering any damage.
Well, could we? I mean, scamper is the wrong word, but use the foundation here to climb into it. Far down that is.
So it's not, the wall isn't really collapsed. So the wall is actually quite intact down there. So you'd still be dropping like a solid 9 feet. So
Oh, okay.
kind of same effect, really.
Same effect. Got it. Is there?
Alternatively, because of the risk of ambush, we could take what we've got here, add it as a report, go down south a bit, and make it to the fort as well. But I am also down to continuing exploring. It's good to say that we are risking a potential ambush if he does have friends that he's informing.
Well, we've only seen the one statue so far.
Yep.
But it was there. It was in the same spot when Keen got scared of whatever was north of the one tower.
I can't
Or
say
was-
that.
I don't think anybody was looking for
No
it.
one was looking for that at that point. Okay.
Yeah.
Or no one thought to look for that at that point, because why would it change because it's a statue?
Yeah. Keen ran
Fair
past.
Okay. I think, is the painting still there? Actually.
Yes.
Oh. Huh. Okay.
Yeah, this is what adds to the idea that we could potentially just take what we've learned, take the painting, go down south to try to scout out that area a little bit, maybe even get something done, and then go back to the fort. But I am also down to continuing to explore.
Huh. I think it would be just the more information we have about this place, even if we don't actually defeat anything that's in here, the better. We can always run away at great speed if necessary.
But with the painting,
Maybe
funding.
we can come back for it.
Okay.
Or maybe we could just wait 6 hours and they'd get bored and we'd come back for it.
Oh, that's a thing. Because it is a shorter journey from here to south and from here to the fort, we could go down south, see what's that's about, come back up here, pick up the painting, and leave. And then even if there was an ambush waiting for us or anything like that, they would have gotten bored, or at least there's nothing for them to assume that we're going to be coming back, that we might have just ran away. Yeah, psych them out. Reverse psychology. I learned that from my guild, because I'm a student. I even know what the word psychology means.
Yes. Well, I don't know. Can we see anything like right under this hallway?
can
Um,
grab my
Collapsed
feet.
space.
You can grab my feet and I can hang upside down.
it is bare. One thing you do notice is that there does seem to be a some sort of pit beneath the collapsed tower.
Oh. Hmm.
Gross.
That little darker
yeah,
spot
yeah, right there.
Yeah.
is a sort of deeper recess ground.
No, you said the tower itself sort of like slopes down into the basement when you were describing
Yeah,
it? Okay.
now that you take a closer look, it actually seems like it's kind of lodged in the edge of that pit,
Huh. And
like a peg.
is just seeing something briefly. This tower is, well, this fortress is very short, or very compact in area.
Yeah.
It's not
Oh
very
yeah,
big. That's the last room.
it's like 100 square, basically.
That was the last room. So there's only a couple of chambers more that we haven't really explored. All
Right.
of them towers.
Right?
Um,
All of them great
these
places
four
to
corner
be
towers and
ambushed
then
in.
the central one, pretty much, and whatever's under there and around the sides.
We're not prepared for climbing.
Yeah, I mean, if you had to consider it, just like looking at the floor space, and if you were to assume that you actually had the use of all the floor space on this floor, just thinking about like how many people could live here, you give it a solid few dozen
We're not exactly prepared
if they
for
were willing to
climbing.
live close to each other.
But at the same time, there's only been one openly antagonistic thing that we've seen here.
Oh no, yeah, no, that's absolutely true. I just I don't know how, without using a lot of our time, we're going to get in and out of this area, while also, if it happens, worst possible scenario, being ambushed. Because we have to climb down this 10 feet here. None of us have rope or a piton that I know about, anyway.
I mean, climbing down is pretty quick. You just
we've
kind of
got-
jump.
Getting up,
We've
it's
got
getting
rope.
up. Oh, we do have rope?
Yeah, I've got a 50 feet of
So
rope.
in
Okay,
case
okay.
this
Nothing
in
to
case
attach
this
it.
isn't clear, you guys, especially from like over here, you could tell that from the north side of the collapsed tower, is definitely something you would consider walkable.
Huh.
Up from the basement to the second floor.
All right, so hang on.
That's a consideration.
This side of the tower to this floor.
To the second floor.
Oh, to the
So-
second floor.
So from here to here, but all the way up. That's how it's angled.
Oh, that's how it's. Okay.
Yeah.
And does there seem to be connecting buttresses to any of the other towers? in the second
Essentially,
floors, or-
yeah. And Alvis can corroborate this, that the floors upstairs are actually quite intact, and in fact, there's kind of an open space in the middle here, which is where this tower has slotted itself into.
Yep.
But basically, and this will be the same for all of them. Basically, you've got like 4 of these going on above you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and
Got it.
yeah, that's kind of hard to convey on a map like this.
I mean, not without giving us the whole
Yeah.
view of the things. So there's still another floor.
I'm pretty sure there's still another floor. Yeah, another 2 floors maybe.
So why don't we?
Do we want to go up or down?
I
I
mean,
think
we're gonna have to go
down
down.
is the more-
We're gonna have to jump down to go up, anyways.
Oh
so,
yeah. I just I think going
And
up will
is the statue.
yeah, I think up will take the most time. But down will take the most time trying to get out. I mean down as in if we go down first instead of up first.
We have to go down first.
Do we?
The tower is a leaning ramp from the basement to the second floor.
Yes, absolutely. But no, what I mean is, so right here, right? I see a wall, and a wall, and those walls are
9 feet tall.
Yes, they are 9 feet tall, but they are separated by 5 feet at the most. The gap between all of this is only 10 feet. So you could walk out to the corner of that and make it here using your rope or using something else.
If you're going to do a jumping deal over that, you are going to need some acrobatics because it's a rather narrow and around a corner sort of awkward jump you'd be making.
Okay. Yeah, because you'd be standing on the wall and then you would have to jump, right? And the wall is already precarious.
You're hopping to a rather thin wall.
Okay.
I mean, it's something you could do. You definitely think it would be possible. If you were a class like a monk, you'd in fact think it was great fun.
But I'm only a student. I don't know.
Yeah, if you failed, you'd fall 10 feet onto your ass. So
That kind of hurt.
calculated risk.
Yeah. Okay. Never mind. I didn't realize. I thought we could just cross that.
This is one of them tricky jumps.
Well, you could still long jump straight across, though, right?
Throw me across, yeah? And then I can open the door?
More that.
Long jump is equivalent to your strength, right, in feet?
Oh, yeah.
It
I
is-
guess. I don't know what your strength is.
Yeah, your
but
number.
for me, I'd be able to just...
Oh yeah, I think like a couple of you could probably get across.
I
think
am a gnome.
Not all of you have 15 strength.
Yeah.
I
Because
am a
you'd
gnome.
have to go from your own square to one of those, so it does add up to 15.
All of these distances are 15, but the area is 3 different lengths. Weird. Okay. I mean, yeah, I can just easily jump across, but
Link arms and make it amp bridge. No, absolutely
if the
not.
towers are all in a similar, like 2 of the towers we've seen are in a similar condition where there's no direct path up to the second floor, anyways.
Yeah.
So do you want to explore the basement?
It doesn't seem like there's much to explore in the basement.
I'm down for basement.
Well, there's this whole secondary hole down in
Aha.
the basement right there.
Yeah, I'm not too interested in a secondary hole right now.
The secondary hole could lead to a cave of
Super
wonders.
basement.
A super basement. Yeah, exactly.
Touch nothing but the lamp.
Or we could just go back down south. Travel through the woods, get back home, and call it a day. Prepare for climbing next time we go to the mountain fortress.
I'll just climb in the hole.
All right, do me a quick acrobatics check if you would.
Okay. This is gonna be like a hang on to the edge of the thing and never mind.
Oh, easy. Yeah, easy peasy. Okay. And Aaronese will get moved.
I can help people down
Damn.
too. Oh gosh. Where is this? Where is I?
Over here.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, you can help people down, so that'll make that a lot easier for them. They get advantage on their acrobatics, I think.
All right. So, who's joining me? We're just gonna
I'll
climb
do
up
it.
the tower to the second floor and see what's there.
Catch
I'll go
me.
ahead and hop down next.
Okay. So
Catch me. Catch me.
still gonna make you do acrobatics, but you have advantage from Aaronese catching you.
Yay. Way to be small.
Everybody will get that.
Oh, okay. Acrobatics advantage.
Seymour, you're good.
What? 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 Even with the acrobatics? What the shit? Wait, how is that roll possible? I get a +4. Okay. I can't roll a 0 with a d20. Oh no, it only gives a +2. Okay, I understand. All right. Ooh.
No.
Oh. Advantage gives +2.
You
right?
rolled advantage rolls 2 dice
Oh.
and takes the higher one.
Oh, okay.
So when I roll with advantage, I just click the advantage and then.
Yes, indeed.
Yep.
Make sure you unclick it when you're done as well.
Okay, so I
Okay.
rolled a 4 and it got +4. Now I understand.
I have a 10.
Ooh. All right,
You didn't catch me.
Alvis. You, I guess, miss your target.
You didn't catch me.
You take a wrong step, and the floor crumbles out from under you.
That's gross.
And you just kind of fall, and take 8 bludgeoning damage from falling when you land.
Ow.
What?
Zemar, you're good.
Damn.
Endy, you get a hard, you land hard on your foot,
Yep, it is that one.
and you take 5 damage from landing poorly.
Okay.
Ow!
Yeah, we're all down there.
Oh, jeez. Map.
Matt.
The rat is attached to the gnome.
Oh, and Alvis,
that's how you're doing the floors.
when you fall, you hear cackling from up above somewhere.
Alright. I really don't want to be here, guys.
You're here.
I know
What
I
would
am.
you like to do
we're
while
here.
you're here?
How are we gonna get out of here?
Well, did what's her name see into these tunnels?
Keen? No, Keen did
Keen.
not see into this building, but they did see in those tunnels. Yeah, the ones that you just hit. That's where the traps are.
Okay. So yeah, why don't we just make our way up the tower, and
I don't
Let's go straight
think
to the second floor.
can go up
Yeah,
the
go
tower
straight to the second
here,
floor.
Can we?
Alright.
yeah, we just get on.
Oh, hey, Zemar and Keen, when you step there,
Oh, please.
can you make a athletics or acrobatics check, your choice?
Wow. Keen is tiny. Who the hell tripped the trap there? Who tripped that trap?
All right, Zemar, you're all good. The floor you notice it because you slip and fall, but nothing bad happens. The floor in a 5-foot radius around this circle pit is slick with some kind of oil that caused you to slip. But again, you managed to tumble backward and suffer no ill effects.
Keen is made of oil. How does that work?
Great question. She steps onto it and just starts sliding and doesn't stop. The friction goes away between her and the floor,
Okay.
and she plummets down the pit.
I zap my perception into it just to see what's it like before it goes away. And then I give everybody the dirtiest look of, I swear if I die down here in the place I said I didn't want to go down, I will haunt you to the end of your days.
There's a skeleton down there.
There's a dead guy down here. I'm done with this.
Like animated or?
No, very, very dead.
There's a dead guy down there. No,
This skeleton gave up.
I'm going to try to climb up the wall. I'm done with this place. This fucking tower can go to hell.
Can you make one more acrobatics check with Keen to see if she survives that fall?
Holy
She's-
shit, she can? Oh my god.
She's small, right?
Very small. I guess her terminal velocity would never reach that of something that could kill her.
Well, she might take 1 damage and die. But if she rolls, for example, a 19.
Oh, that's a 19 with advantage, I'm sorry.
Ooh, yeah, the first one was a 7.
Yeah.
Sorry, the dice have spoken. That is truly a 7.
Yeah.
So, if she had done the glorious feat and rolled a 19, she probably would have just landed like a cat. But instead, she lands with a plop, and your connection to her is severed rather painfully.
I managed to keep that thing alive for 3 weeks, guys.
Oh, dang.
It costs 25 gold to summon that. I'm going to get my painting. Let's go! Let's go, let's go, let's go. My rat's dead.
Rest in peace, little rat boy.
It's 10 gold. Okay, good.
I mean, are we like? There's a convenient tower here to go up to, so we can probably
I'll
pretty
still
easily
down
get
to
back
go up
to
to the
the.
second floor.
Oh yeah, I want to go on the second floor again too. Back where I came from.
That was the first floor, though.
Well, no, basement floor. This is the floor that I'm on now, so now this is the first floor. Alvis Taver's logic just leaves.
I'm just blinking, comprehending, but not.
So the trap is not like an oil thing or slick after that point?
Oh, it is.
Okay, yeah, so we can't pass that point without having to make that.
Oh no, it's only 5. It's only in the 5-foot perimeter, so you guys can slip around.
So like right here, it's fine.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're totally fine there. Zimar and Keen just got too close.
Just hug the wall and we'll be fine.
Yeah. All right, so let's line you guys up.
Likewise, that gargoyle is still here, and we are still in the worst place for an ambush.
We sure are.
I'm just pointing it out.
All right, you're here now.
Okay.
Speaking of gargoyles,
If it comes down to it, we can always just run back down the tower.
sorry, I did a
We didn't need
rather
to
bad.
run down the tower. We can just jump back down that first side room that you guys were exploring.
Oh, that's
the
right.
Painting.
That's 20
That's
feet
right.
up.
We can just jump back down that one.
Yeah.
All right.
There's a staircase that goes down to like 10 feet. So
10 feet can
Speaking
still kill me.
of gargoyles, how do you feel about a gargoyle while you guys are walking up this thing here? How do you feel about a gargoyle just basically buzzing past you and making a little claw attack on you?
I
Alright.
don't particularly like it too much at all.
I feel like
really.
I get an attack of opportunity.
Arena's would, because it's going straight past her. It's
Oh.
like it's like dipping down from the opening in the roof. So yeah, when he flies past, you'll be able to do that if you want to use your reaction. Well, let's see what happens. Does a 15 hit?
It does.
All right, you take 7 slashing damage.
I can live if I take 15, but I will not be happy. I'm not happy.
And it buzzes back up to the rooftop apparently.
Okay, I'm going to, like, as I see it, I'm going to pull out, like, I guess I'm just going to, can't even try and punch it. It's too stupid. It's made of rock. It's just like reflectively pushing it away, but that's not gonna do any damage. So
Do you have your sword out?
there's no point in trying to make an attack roll. It'd be ineffective.
Do you have your sword out?
No, I had my bow out.
Oh, yeah, never mind.
Oh yeah, you can't do that with a with an opportunity attack.
Right.
Would it have been close enough for me to make an opportunity attack as well?
I think it was.
Since you are directly adjacent to Aranese, I would say yes.
Oh, I was gonna say it's like
Alright.
I thought it was 5 feet above me, or something like that.
Yeah, I wasn't sure because
That's still like kind of close enough for Zemar to hit because he's right next to you, right? He'd be able to swing it over your head.
Yeah,
Alright.
that makes sense. Thinking in 3 dimensions is.
I just rolled that like a normal attack, right?
Yeah, you do.
Okay.
Ooh.
Probably no hit.
Definitely no hit on that gargoyle.
But it was free.
It was free. It does not buzz you again at the moment.
But it
just
is just flying there laughing.
How far away
Oh,
is
it's
the
it's
hovering there
perched
laughing.
perched back up on the rooftop
How far away
around
is the
the
rooftop?
crumbling spot where the tower used to be.
Yeah.
How far away is what?
How far away is the rooftop where it's perched?
Oh, okay.
Probably another 25 feet up.
That's it?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I'm in favor of not.
Do you have things you want to do, Elvis?
Yeah, while it's flying away, if I can pull that off, I would like to take a tiny feather and some tarts out of my component bag and throw them about and point the feather at the thing, so it falls out of the air. I'm pretty grouchy.
All right. Normally that's an action, but
Yeah.
considering we're out of turn order, I'll let you attempt to get that in time. So,
Thank you.
why don't you make a... We'll call it Arcana.
That's a good one.
You still have advantage turned on.
I thought I turned that off. Sorry.
It's okay, because your first die was a 10. But I was looking for something a little higher than a 12
Yeah, yeah.
for that. So by the time you whirl around and get your item ready out of your component pouch, you see he's already out of range.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Okay. So we can't like there's no more third floor, right? It's just this is the top floor and then there's the roof.
As far as you can tell, yes.
Okay. So what I'm quickly going to do is
Stay here despite me saying you should leave.
sort of direct people into this room here where we first came from.
Oh, that's great. That's where Elvis Tavern really wanted to go.
3, 4, 5. Well, that's where the painting came from, right?
Yes. Also, don't step in the middle of that room. I repeat, do not step in the middle of this room. I slip off. And around the corner.
When Elvis Tavern points out trapdoor, it's easy for you guys to discern it.
Okay. And like walking by this room here, is there anything obviously noticeable about it?
Not from where you're standing. You'd have to get closer to the door
Okay.
to see all the way inside. You do see the staircase, though.
Yeah, I saw the staircase. I didn't see like some giant swinging pendulum blade in the doorway. So just
Correct.
poking my head in.
You do see a tiny skull on a stand in the corner. And I would like you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, that's okay. Yeah. No advantage. No.
All right.
Am I afeared? Am I
Um,
stunned?
You take 2 psychic damage,
Oh,
and oh boy,
not minus, not minus 23.
Oh, dude, your bar is actually
32.
going outside the boundaries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was at 19. No, I was at 19 minus 7, which is 12, so I'm at 10. There we go.
That looks right. Uh, this tiny skull is quite frightening to you.
Okay,
it is disturbing and distressing.
All right, so I
Wait, what?
I assume
Tiny
we're acting
skull?
like, not in a turn order, but
Not
I have-
necessarily.
Tiny
Yes.
I have
skull.
cunning action anyways, so I'm just going to run and join the rest of the party and say that there is a scary skull monster in there.
Okay.
Oh no! I want to book it. I'm just booking
Yeah.
it. I book it down the fucking stairs. I just
Oh.
leave.
You said avoid the middle of the room, right?
I did, yes. Avoid the middle of the
Okay,
room.
one,
I'm just leaving.
2,
I will.
4.
Can I make like some kind of acrobatics mage hand splatting check to like just roll down out of the stairs? It can only carry 30 pounds, so it's not like it's much of a free fall. Like,
Yeah,
Maneuver.
that won't. Mage Hand can carry 30 pounds?
thought it could.
10 pounds.
I think it's 10, unless you have upgrades or something.
And it's a cantrip, so upgrades wouldn't happen until 5th level anyway.
Yeah. I'm also weird with my mage hand. It is 10 pounds. Yep. No, never mind.
Okay.
I know you've
that's
got a
not
whole
gonna
bunch
be
of other
good.
stuff, but
Well, if Alvis is insistent on tumbling, he can certainly try to tumble with an acrobatics check again.
Motherfucker. No, I'll just wait impatiently. Let them set me down or something. I'm tapping my foot. But I'm not. No. We shouldn't be here. This is not where I want to be, especially after I said that I didn't want to be here and we're all gonna die. That skull's gonna kill us. That's what Taver is talking about. He's tavering right now. The word means to mumble.
push to talk.
Yeah, I am pushed to talk. Alvis Taver is
Okay.
tavering right now. He's mumbling about how we're all going to die if we don't get down here now, and that he's being very impatient. And he's like, "Guys, we need to go. We need to leave. We need to like run away. That skull thing's gonna kill us. We're all gonna die. If we don't leave now, like right now, like I said 20, 30 minutes ago." Listen to the student. I went to college. That was a joke.
Would you like to tumble down the stairs?
I would like somebody to drop me down the stairs. And
Okay.
I'm jumping, and I'm like, guys, come on. You don't know how serious this is. That thing's gonna kill us.
You 4 are able to extricate yourselves down the stairway with relative ease and no need for rolling.
Lovely.
Elvis Taver runs like he's never run before. I will make any roll like you want. This is like dashing.
You don't need to make a roll to run.
No? Okay. I'm leaving the entire area as fast as I can.
So
Not even looking
Stop him.
behind me.
stop and pick up the painting.
Okay.
Just hold it in one hand. I don't really know how big it is.
How heavy is the painting?
Like I said, it's like 3 foot square.
So
okay.
10 pounds?
Pretty big, fairly heavy, but
But
not
that's
for
fine
you.
for me.
Yeah.
And then
If it
join
puts
you.
if it puts you over encumbered, and it is
It
less
will
than-
not.
my encumbrance is 150 pounds.
Cool. I was just about to say, if it is 10 pounds, then my mage hand could carry it easily.
If you want to keep that up all the way to our next campsite,
I've been keeping mage
Well.
hand up forever. indefinitely
Okay.
since
That's
I've been
good.
here. But yeah, I'm leaving. I'm running away with a passion and fury.
Okay. Um, and you just hear, uh, uh, if any of you look back, you see a circling the keep and just laughing. You hear the laughing echo for a little while before you get out of earshot.
And you know what? That's okay. I'm perfectly fine with that. And that was, it's like, I mean, how many more squares can we move today? 3?
You were only in there for maybe an hour, so
Yeah.
yeah, you've still got a full day of travel, 3 days.
Do
Okay.
we want to go to the forest, or do we want to just go home?
I think letting people know that it's a mostly empty keep with a couple of traps and one gargoyle
You
is
have
probably
no. Absolutely. Alvis Tavern gets like defensive. There was a floating fucking laughing skull there. Absolutely not.
No, it wasn't floating or laughing.
No.
It was
I just
on a
heard of a
pedestal.
skull. It was on a pedestal. That was it.
It was on a pedestal. Yeah.
Anything about it? Any kind
It
of
was
like
a little scary.
It was very
gems?
small.
It was very small.
Yeah, like what?
Um,
9-inch cube, like
Mm,
3x3x3,
mm,
4x4x4. Not very
inches,
big.
3x3x3, yeah.
Yeah, it's not very big. It was
don't-
just very frightening for some reason.
I
I don't know. Like thinking back, I just don't know why I was so scared of it.
Yeah, Alvis Tavern shakes his head and goes, "No, nah. I've seen skulls. They float. They cast spells at you when they want to. They blow you
This
up."
one didn't seem to move. It just seemed to. Its
Haunt
main
you?
job really just seemed to scare you down into a trapdoor
Hmm. Hmm.
or into running and maybe tripping more traps. But we'll see.
Nah, dark
I
magic.
don't know why I. Yeah, I don't know why I was so frightened by it. Huh. Why? Oh.
I don't know. Last time I heard about a scary-looking skull, it floated around and blew me up. I'm still
You
kind
and
of running, so I'll
everyone
move
else.
this way.
All right. Why are we going south?
Because
I encourage you guys to head home because I'm not going to run another dungeon for you starting at 1 a.m.
Fair enough.
2, 3.
Just so I don't have to force you to go home with the Redshift.
One,
So
2, 3. Get this there.
yeah. Oh, and random encounters on the way home are important.
Oh,
But
yeah, I
food
forgot about
is
that.
important. Food is very important,
All right.
and water.
Which I don't have a water skin anymore.
Yes. So Aeronades will need to make a survival check for water.
Okay.
And everybody can just do rations if they would like.
Can I do this while I set up the couple of traps I've made?
Gonna ask for 2 checks.
Okay.
We can't just share the water skin
First
one of
one.
us has?
First
Or-
one is the water.
Well, I think the idea is that you refill when you have the opportunity, and you drink your fill when you find like a bit of fresh water. But then
Mhm.
the water skin is meant to last you for the rest of the day, feasibly.
Oh.
So if you're going on half water by sharing, you're gonna end up running into exhaustion.
Oh,
At a
okay.
point. What did you say the first one was? Ernest?
First one was finding the water. Second one was setting the traps, because that's the order I talked about them in.
You find less than you would like, or not as potable as you would like. Actually, if you could do me a quick little con save, I'd really like that.
Con save. Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you don't suffer any ill effect.
Okay.
And your traps are set. The night passes, and you find a couple more critters, plenty to last you through the next day as well.
Perfecto. So that's down to 3 rations, and then.
Yeah, and then everybody will have to spend a ration today as well. So everybody do that.
Yep, already done.
And then you can get home.
Already done. Yep.
Or well, one more. So we need one more water from.
From
Here it is. Yep.
No, I got nothing.
Oh, that's a bad. Okay. So you suffer a level of exhaustion. It doesn't matter. You're dehydrated getting back into camp. You
Quite.
You walk into camp
And you buy a new water skin.
Yeah.
Just drink the dining hall out of water.
Yeah.
I don't see. Oh, that's the exhaustion levels. Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't matter at this point. You're fine.
Yeah. I just didn't see them before.
You guys are now back home.
So our resident magic man is gone, but
correct.
There's no one to show this painting for lore reasons to.
No. This painting here is gonna get sold.
Would Van care, or would it just be like a cool thing to sell to Mercutio?
Van would take a look at it if you want him to.
Well, we'd have to go talk to him probably
Anyway?
first, anyways. And
Yeah,
report
don't we
back
report?
to him.
Don't
I
we
mean,
report to
he
Captain
is-
Van instead of the Brigadier? Yeah.
Yeah.
He is a beholder, so like you can talk to him about the real shit, and he'll know what's going on, just as well as Dex would.
That's true.
Alvis Taver is pretty. He wants to use it to fund. What's his name? Tinker dude, Smithy. Thinks maybe he
Okay.
could get some good funding out of that. He keeps telling everybody in the group.
So you go see Van.
Yeah.
After draining the dining hall of water, but yeah.
Got it. He greets you. Welcome back. Successful trip.
Mostly.
We got funding.
We've got a painting to show you and a update to give about that mountain keep.
All right, let's hear it.
So it seems like there's just one really bored gargoyle that's inhabiting the place. It's in pretty bad shape. A lot of broken floor, decrepit leaning tower.
Salvageable, you think? The walls are still standing.
The walls are still standing and in good shape.
Not exactly maybe the center tower, but
Well, it collapsed and is now a staircase in the basement to the top floor.
I wouldn't know about the foundation either.
there's-
There's a huge hole in it.
There's a couple still active traps in pretty much most of the area, second floor and basement.
You do look a little dinged up.
Yeah, we are. The gargoyle gave us a bit of trouble, and we had some issues of our own moving about in the place with no floors. And then we saw something but couldn't get to it safely. But there was a skeleton in a pit under where this tower was, and it seemed like he fell in and just sort of gave up.
Like
But
an
who knows why
oubliette.
he was there.
Yeah, I don't know what was there either, but it seemed like an oubliette. I was cut off before I could look any further.
So someone else had made it there before, but not one of ours. I think you're the first. You're the first expeditionist who have really gone in
Well,
there.
no, Andy here was probably the most helpful in figuring out the age of the
Yeah,
old.
it's really old. He said something around 1,000 years, but then again, it was like 1,000 years on top of, you know, it being taken care of, and forts generally get built around other kinds of things. The fort's pretty damn old.
That would make it most likely Veshin then. Yes.
We did find this painting. Do you have any history on it before I insist it goes to Smitty. He's done a lot of work for us.
Oh. It's in pretty good shape.
That's exactly why I thought Smitty would enjoy the funding we could get from it.
A human brood. I mean family. Yes.
Brood, yes, family.
Nothing really strikes me as something I would recognize, though. Sad to say.
I don't know if my tertiary knowledge in history would pick anything up either. I look at it for a second, kind of shake my head. I don't know.
14, definitely not.
Yeah, shake my head. No.
Something, some rando painting in Vesoth, you'd be looking at maybe double that on the dice.
Yeah.
Before you started getting there.
Yeah. But I can say that, look at this.
What I mean to say is that this place is not known to people generally.
Yeah. Yeah, I assumed as much, which is why I was like, yeah, nope, I can't figure this thing out. But what I can say is that, look at this condition. Look at this woodwork here on the frame. If this was just restored a little bit, you know, maybe talk to Mercutio, Pontus, or some connections of my guild. And this is made out of oil paints, man. Look at this. It's a beautiful styling. I swear, 300 gold pieces. That would be robbery.
It is good. I think you should pass it along to Mercutio and have him appraise it for sure. And if you're going to put it toward the smithy, I think he'll be quite pleased.
It was my idea, at least. I was so insistent at bringing it down, but I cannot look away from the work that my companions did. They did carry it for most of the way. So, though I really insist that we give it to Smitty because it's Smitty. I don't know. Do you want to keep the funding? Do you want to fund the thing in one fell swoop? We actually don't know how much it's worth. We might be able to fund more than one person here.
Well, if it's worth first, I think.
That sounds like wisdom.
Yeah. Would you like to do so?
Yavo, Lord Helmet. Unless anybody else has something to say.
Oh, and
thank you, Van.
So, one question. Shall I reserve a return trip to that place for you all, or should we send somebody else out?
Maybe somebody magical? I heard something about a skull, and I don't like skulls anymore.
There was the gargoyle would have given all of us a fair amount of trouble. So if someone else is more able and willing to return, then by all means.
All right then. We'll I'll put up a post for it. We'll get somebody over there shortly.
Beware of the skull.
Noted.
We can give them a more detailed map of what we've seen.
Okay.
Honestly, though, Van, on the notice, you should say that they should bring climbing equipment.
Noted as well.
It would make
This
it.
will be a long posting.
It would make it exponentially easier. Without climbing equipment, you risk harm.
All right. Good work. He putters off to the barracks.
And I guess we head towards
Like the future. No.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
What is it? The Jetsons' little.
And I'm just
ships.
rebuying a water skin now, so I don't forget.
Slam down his door. He provides you with a water skin.
Kicking the door.
Mercutio. Look at this painting. Do you like it? Look at the works.
Wow. That's you found this out in the wilds?
Yes, we did.
Obviously.
I think it would be great for
where was
funding.
this? In a vault somewhere?
Oh no, in a tower. Some garret. It was like right on the opposite end of a stairway.
Well, this seems like exactly the thing the Empire would be thrilled to have. Some nobleman would probably love to purchase it.
All right. It looks worth maybe 1,000 gold pieces. I don't know. I'm but a student, an amateur of the craftsman's trade.
I think you overestimate a tad, Albus Taver. No, I could probably get maybe 240 from the ships for this. Something like this.
Ah.
I don't think we have the resources here to clean it or anything, so that'll certainly change things.
You could talk to Pontus or Sariana. They might know of some cloth cleaning methods. Though then again, that does risk damaging the portrait.
Yeah, it might be best to leave it to the professionals, I'd say.
Quite.
Oh,
wait a minute. Is this item magical?
No.
I cast prestidigitation on it.
And would clean it?
Yes.
Would prestidigitation work on a...
Would that just turn the painting into a book?
That might... Actually,
No.
that is completely logical.
You instantaneously clean or soil an object.
That's discussion that I can't take part in because I need to go to bed. So
No, this is a great contribution, and if you stick out for 5 minutes, I'll give you your XP and stuff.
okay.
I don't want to have this discussion now. I'm gonna give you guys the money. I don't want to get into what is dirt.
It's an object. The painting is an object. Sure, you could say that the canvas is an object, but I see the object as a painting. So philosophically, because it is an illusionary spell, it should clean the painting, not the canvas. If I were to look upon it as a canvas and then use prestidigitation
if
on
I
it, then
consider
totally.
if I consider you property, I can cast object targeted spells on you.
Yes, I think this is true. I think this is why slavery is even worse in magical realms like D&D.
I think we're going bad places.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, everybody.
How does that work with animate objects?
Oh my god! That's terrible.
Do you just get two people?
No, you get to animate the person.
So it's like dominate will.
Yeah, that's what would make it even more evil, wouldn't it? Yeah. Wow. But yeah, no, I'm cleaning because what you said was damaged, honestly. Sure, we can have all the discussion philosophically about the painting. But you also said that the frame was damaged. And so if anything, I could target the frame. And I'm not going to talk about
true.
dust or anything like that, though Legendary Neurotoxin does bring up a thing. I think that's a little too pedantic. I can get something on the frame, though.
Okay.
Or at
that
least
will
I think I
probably
can.
up the price to a solid 250.
Sweet.
Ah, yes, a classic image.
So we'll split that out to you guys. If you hand it over to Mercutio, he can also give you your 10 marks apiece. So that would be 10 to each of you for your payment. He lets you know he was authorized by the Brigadier to just handle it this time around, so she's out. He doesn't delay or anything.
So, while this is being passed about, that's 250 gold pieces, maybe. I have 32 marks here. If somebody else were to put up 20 marks, we can put it on top of this painting, upgrade Smitty. Smitty gets his upgrade, we get better weapons.
I got plenty of marks to pitch in for that, if that's what we want to do.
Is
So,
this what you wish to do?
I want to do this, but somebody else helped me carry the painting, and they deserve at least some weight on this.
Oh, Mercutio takes the painting. He will store it safely.
Yeah. But I mean, they help carry the painting here. That's what I mean. So anybody else who wants to talk about like that getting split up, I think at least the person who put in the back work gets to say whether they want some money or not.
Yes, you guys have 250 marks before deciding to split it or pump it into whatever you want.
Yeah, I want to pump it into Smitty, but everybody else gets a weigh in.
Well, the problem for me is I don't have any money currently, so.
Oh yeah, then you just keep your 10 that you get.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And however you want to split your take on that.
I'm okay with.
There's nothing I'm particularly trying to buy from any store at this point.
And Zimar, you wanted Smithy leveled up too.
Yeah, I'm okay with putting the full 250 towards the smithy, unless we wanted to. Well,
if you do the 250 there, you've got 50 left to level it up.
I would say it's 300 for the full level.
Yeah, which is why I talked about
someone might just
as well.
see the mostly full bar and spend money on it next week.
Well, no, I have enough to push it up to the next level with the 250 on my own.
Oh.
That's why I wanted to make sure.
Yeah, you guys have some cash.
Let's go visit Smitty.
All right.
Let's drop him off 300.
I'm fine with my
marks.
portion of that, my quarter of that 250 going towards the smithy.
Yeah.
Okay, so it sounds like that part's an agreement.
Yep.
Alrighty.
How are you guys going to split the last 50, I guess?
Yeah.
25-25? 10-10-30?
Smitty.
Someone decide.
I
can't decide for you.
It goes to Smitty.
No. I need you to tell me.
I can put in 25 from myself.
Okay, 25 from Zimar.
Okay, I got
25 remains.
Yeah, I don't have 25. I have oh no, I do have 25 here. Look. I can put in 25 there.
Okay, it is done.
Hey.
There. Now I have 7 marks left. We bring a stack of gold over to Smitty and we go, "Yo, Smitty, can you help us out? We got somebody, we need somebody to take this gold off our hands. We were thinking about you because you're just so awesome to us all the time." And I give him a gnomish smile.
Oh. Well, finally. I should be able to actually get some good work done now. Hey, thanks.
No problem. We live to work.
That's why you've been trying to get everybody in on your poker games, right?
What? What? That's not allowed. I mean, those are only for chores. The only reason I haven't been doing chores is because I keep on winning. People should.
Nah, my big ears must have misheard something.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, man. It's good doing business to you. I'll come back and help out later, maybe. Yeah. And I walk off quickly to the library.
Very good.
All right.
I would also like to inform everyone that they all get 50 experience points.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. I took so much damage, though.
You took like 10.
I only have 17.
Oh no.
Hey, I failed to jump and I lost half my health. So
I know.
Like, no one got knocked unconscious. So
we are still healthy,
No,
alive.
my rat
so,
died.
you just
my
got a little
poor
scraped
rat.
up a bit. That's all.
And my rat died.
But it's your familiar.
Rest in peace, little Keen.
It is my familiar, but that doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
Oh, it hurts a lot.
Yeah,
I'm
exactly.
aware. Like,
Do we need a?
I'd
No,
rather
I need-
no one have to have their pets get hurt.
Yeah. Well, at least I didn't get hurt, so we're good.
Shall we hold a service for your familiar?
Yeah. It will cost about 10 marks. Can I get a donation for that?
Dude, I'll give you 10 marks for that, if only because I had to watch your rat fall into the hole.
Are you serious? Holy
Yeah, I'll pitch in
shit.
10.
Oh, it's such a slippery hole. Oh wait.
Oh no, the rat kept going.
There she goes. Oh no.
Albus Taver quickly, after bringing that up and it being somewhat of a joke, now seriously holds a service for Keen. That service happens to be the ritual for summoning a familiar, though. But we can do that.
Okay.
Nice. Keen
Got
is
it.
at her own funeral.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right. Good job being the
Tom
first.
Sawyering it.
Good job being the first party to get a level 2 shop. By the way.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Thanks to our lucky investigation of the walls.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. That will be that.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah. Thanks for playing, everyone.
Thanks. It's been pretty fun. Thank you, Cerbereo.
Until next
You're
time.
welcome.
Yeah, and everybody
Yeah.
on the stream.
Next week
I hope
will
you
be
guys
10
had fun.
p.m. We'll have our alternate set of players, and we'll see what happens. I guess.
Hell yeah.
Some stuff's going to be happening off screen this week, so maybe pay attention to like the yard over the next couple of days. I guess
Alright.
That's good to hear. Yeah.
Mhm.
if you want.
Sweet. Okay. Well, it's been D&D. Cerbereo.
Bye,
Thank
everyone.
you very much. Zaymar,
Have a good
Anyman, RNS. You guys have been great.
Yeah, thanks.
And
Thanks.
see you,
Peace.
Fun
everybody,
playing, guys. Have a
on the
good night.
stream.
Right.
Good night. Peace. And be well. There might be a show later tonight because was cool.